wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gambit. It's Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. After Samanity sang the national anthem, and then somebody named something James, bitch, sang the Canadian national anthem. We are here. It is happening. And tonight is supposed to be a game changer for the whole company. It's supposed to change everything.
Is it?
That's what was said. So we'll see all the surprises they have.
So the lies begin.
So what we have in store.
The lies begin.
So that means Carmelo Hayes and Io Sky's going to win then, if they're going to change the company.
Uh-huh.
Give it to the NXT peep.
Yep.
Get rid of the WWE peep.
Yep. Scared of all of them.
There's no need to have them if they're all a bunch of losers. Do anything your way.
Not your way.
Da-da-da-da-da! Isn't that your way?
McDonald's?
Yeah, isn't that one?
Probably. Picola's in our chat, though. Hey, Picola, good to see you for a minute tonight.
1 minute. What do you mean 1 minute?
I don't know. He said he was going to be doing stuff tonight.
Yeah, he's got plans.
Playing cards
to hang out with us.
Stuff. Picola says, good day to the gabbers. I don't think the whiteout announcement was fully received. And nah, that's BK. Oh, that's Burger King. Have it your way. Makes sense.
What's a whiteout?
They told them all to wear white shirts. All the people in the audience.
Oh.
Sophie's now in the chat, so is Harley.
Is it the yeeting? The yeet shirts?
Sure. I'm not sure why. Anyways, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. So it's like, hi, with Damian versus Seth, not the main event as it was scheduled for yesterday. I wonder if that means they will change who wins the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Maybe. Who's the main event?
They have a different main event? That's weird. Harley says, hello, friends. And Sophie says the 6-man tag is the scheduled main event for tonight.
That's nothing. It makes sense, though, because you're probably going to get some Roman or somebody else coming back. Bad bitch, Puerto Rican looking like J-Lo.
Wow.
I mean, she has a big butt. Because that's what J-Lo's known for.
Is she?
Is her gluteus maximus.
Interesting. Walter's in the chat as well. Hey, Walter says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. Okay, who's first match? I don't know. Probably a ladder match. Probably a Money in the Bank one, I would think. I don't know if it's going to be the men or the women. But they got a lot of pyro happening.
Because they're all...
People says, I don't know about other sports.
Which one did you want?
But NBA, this one's fine. But NBA, the Miami Heat do all white on playoff games. So he says, let's see who wins the men's Money in the Bank match. Walter says, okay, at 9:05. I'm going tired. Played tennis today.
Hell yeah, in the heat. Was it warm there?
Girl says, not her taco flavored kisses. I thought it was her taco flavored kisses too, but...
Well, it's her acting ability, then her taco flavored kisses, then her butt.
Oh. The things that she's known for.
Yeah.
Sad.
Oh, and her looks.
Harley says, first match of the night is the women's Money in the Bank. Huh. Okay. So this is Triple H hinted that we will be getting a lot of surprises tonight. I wonder what he means by that.
It's
probably the same thing that Tony Khan's considers surprises. You know.
I need that.
A head? Like your face?
The hook.
Oh, the hook.
For my belt.
What kind of hook?
That huge ass hook. Did you not see the hook?
I saw the huge carabiner.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Samanity just sang the national anthem.
Yeah, she ruined our national anthem.
She sounded like an orca instead of
an orca in heat. In distress.
She looks like a Wish version or a dollar store version of Mariah Carey.
Walter's like, it was warm. I bet. Picola says, Walter, better hydrate. Walter's like, I did, Picola. And Picola's like, awesome. And
Always
Harley
hydrate
says,
for the next day. So you drink water for tomorrow.
Walter said that. And Harley says, oops, wrong. Starting off with men's Money in the Bank match. It's fine. We all knew it was a Money in the Bank match. It's good. It's all good. Pickles like mowing the lawn. I have to drink all the fluids. Just don't chop off your fingers when you're drinking those fluids. Sophie says it must be funny putting the match placement for this card. Who knows how long it took them to figure out the placement.
I would say probably right around 2.5, 3 minutes. If they thought about it.
That is 2 minutes too long.
If they even thought about it at all. Because they already know what's going to happen. It's not like, you know, it's the UFC.
That's a surprise. Walter's saying,
like,
Jey
well,
Uso for the win. Walter's going for Jey Uso on the men's Money in the Bank match, huh? He is one of the favorites.
I honestly hope it's anybody but him.
Me too.
It's just, ugh. Please no.
So it says, I heard Samantha singing. She wasn't that bad. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop sucking up to her asshole, Sophie.
Ew.
Stop.
The manatee?
Samantha is not good. Like, her voice is terrible. It's awful. She's like a prepubescent boy trying to, like, get a deep voice, and it's gross. Walter's like, good. WWE starts early, 7 p.m. And Ravi says, what is up, you frauds? Nothing. So he says there has been years the women's Money in the Bank kick off the show.
It should kick off the show. I like the idea of it. This is a good way to do it, too.
I get it. Why not have the women's do it? Get it out of the way so we can stop looking at it for later.
Yeah, but it'll be a nice break.
People's like, yep, but McIntyre would be much better for business.
Yeah, except for the CM Punk thing. If CM Punk wasn't looming over his shoulder, I would also say the same thing. But where CM Punk's looming there, we don't want the CM Punk storyline to have anything to do with a title or a briefcase.
Yeah, he could steal the briefcase, put it in cement, put it in the ocean.
Put some cement shoes on it.
Mm-hmm.
And himself.
So he says they confirmed WWE Bad Blood for October in Atlanta.
Yeah, on the 5th.
Robbie says, D, excited as always. Oh my gosh, so much.
Now, that's the same day as a UFC pay-per-view, so I don't understand that.
Chris says, okay, thank goodness this garbage is first. Hey, Chris, good to see you tonight.
Hey, Chris.
And Picola says, what up, gangster Ravi? Chris says, people say Roman tonight in main event tag match. Is that going to be the big surprise? He's like, well, my dad died a few days ago. I should go on the stage. Should, you know, ostracize my grief to everybody. Robbie's like, Cola, big up. And Pickle's like, speak for yourself. So he's like, I was thinking McIntyre was going to win, but that was before I found out that Seth versus Damian isn't the main event. Chris says, everyone in this match has a target on their back. Gable with Uncle BS. Jey Uso, maybe Jimmy costume. Drew with Punk, and even Andrade with Santos. Sophie says, I don't follow UFC, so I don't know if it's the same day as that.
The 5th?
Well, you can take Travis's word for it, because he already looked up the October shit, found out that it was on the same day as the UFC. He told me, and I asked him, is one of them at a place where it's during the day? So there you go.
There you go.
Sophie also said, I could see them giving this to Jay or Chad.
Except for we want neither of those two to be champion. I honestly don't know who I would want to be champion out of all these guys. As long as it's, like, not Carmelo and not Jay, I'm okay. I think I'd be okay. Andrade would be weird. I don't think he's there. Like, he's not that guy.
Picola said, I just feel Andrade is in the back of the line right now.
Yeah, he's just not there.
Ravi says, I'm still recovering from the England match. It's knocked me sideways how bad it was. Felt I was watching a 120-minute loop of the same thing. Then we won in a penalty shootout.
Bam.
Yeah.
Championship.
Sounds like you guys are pretty lame. Sophie says, no, it is at Atlanta, so it'll be on at nighttime.
Yep.
Yeah, the WWE one, Sophie. We just don't know where the UFC one's going to be at. It could be in a different country where it's during the day. Ravi's laughing, and Sophie says pretty much everyone in this match could have people costing them the win except for Carmelo and Andrade.
What about LA? Who does he have? Who hates LA?
That one guy that has that prime drink, he really hates him.
Isn't he in this?
No.
Oh, I didn't know he wasn't in this.
Why would he be in the Money in the Bank?
I think
He had
was
to
last
fight
year.
him to get his win to do it.
Oh, that's right. He was in it last year.
Yes, he was.
Maybe he didn't want to go to Toronto.
So, but yeah, I get it. You were talking about the WWE one. I understand which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta, GA.
Totally understand.
Bad Street.
Nobody said it was Atlantis. Robbie says, England make a pub team look better. Chris is like, LA Knight, yeah. And Piccolo's like, I hate LA. So, Piccolo has beef with him. You gonna go beat him up, Piccolo? Cost him his win at Money in the Bank?
Are you in Canada?
Hurry up, go
right
to Canada. Show your face on TV. Throw a drink at him. I'm just kidding.
There's Chad.
So he's like, LA Knight could get screwed by Logan Paul. Piccolo's like, don't get his hype. And Walter's like, go, Jay, come on.
Can you imagine all these people showing up? Like, you have 5 of the Wyatt 6 in there, and you've got freaking all these other guys showing up. There's like 14. It's like a battle royal.
Right.
Who's gonna win?
Piccolo's like, Bad Street USA. Walter's like, I want Logan Paul to lose. Oh. Chris is like, Gable time. Sophie says, wonder if UFC and WWE going to have their October pay-per-views in the same place over the same weekend.
Yeah.
They could, I guess. Luna Lonnie in the chat. Hey, Luna, it's been a minute since you've been around. LA Knight has now 7 years bad luck by walking under a ladder. Oh, no.
Is that what it is? 7 years? I thought that was a mirror.
It's the same.
Oh my god, it's the same.
Black cat crosses your path.
7
Bad
years.
luck. 7 years. So it says ladder matches sometimes could take a long time, like an hour. No,
I'm
maybe
okay.
somebody will just break a couple ankles and we won't have to see it.
I'm down.
Pickle's like, so true, Luna. And Rob is like, why did the lady singing the USA National Anthem have to do it in her best Whitney Houston and Mariah voice, crying and laughing?
Right.
Ravi, oh my god.
Samanity. She was all like... She looked like Mariah.
Not even close.
Oh, crap.
Quentin Mitchell in the chat. Hey, Quentin says LA Knight's Maximum Male Models members is on Ring of Honor. Nice. So we said Jeff Hardy has done the walking under ladder spots over his career. And
Look at that dude. He's had 20 years of bad luck.
Puglo says, nah, this will be done in 4 minutes. Guinness World Record. And then Chris is like, oh no, this dipshit, Mello. For the life of me, why the fuck he is coming out second to last is weird to me.
It's fine. He's just a mid-carder. Look
Well,
how little he is. He's flexing his muscles.
Like,
It's
look,
like a
I'm a
sixth
12-year-old. You're a fucking moron. Nobody likes you.
I looked up to the big wrestlers in my day.
Me, they're my heroes. Robbie's like, I get people want to sing with pizzazz, but that was bad. She fucking sucks. She sucks talking, and she sucks singing. Somebody should tell her that she should go into
You know
a
how she
different
kept
profession.
Ricochet?
By sucking?
Sucking.
Well, you know, she's got to do her knee shit with other people besides Triple H. Piccolo says, I think that proves the point, Sophie. Yeah, that proves points of don't walk under ladders.
Drew McIntyre!
So I was like, if you watch the kickoff show, Big E walked away from the panel for some reason. Chris says, here comes the big bastard from Scotland. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom, Sophie. You don't know. Maybe he had to pee.
What would be so cool is if, and I know it's not going to happen, but since we're not on a delay, they can't tell us what's going to happen, is if everybody that was going to attack all these guys did it before the bell rang, and they replaced all of them.
Oh, no.
With, like, just new wrestlers, like, not new wrestlers, but different wrestlers.
Just
Wouldn't that be
randoms.
so funny? Like, all of them are different. Be like,
why did we do this? I don't know.
you'd have CM drunk out there. Big E.
Andy's in the chat. Hey, Andy says, AJ Lee, CM Punk, the Wyatt 5, Santos get involved.
All of them.
Throw Logan Paul in there too, bud.
AJ comes back and gets her bracelet from Drew, taps him out.
Ooh. That could happen. Sophie says about 6 people from both men and women Money in the Bank ladder matches are in their first Money in the Bank match. Yeah, it should be their first and last. Or should it? I saw him. And there should be none of them in there, personally. Like, half the men in the Money in the Bank don't even deserve to be in a Money in the Bank match. It's pathetic.
At least gross. 2. Carmelo and Andrade definitely shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
and Chad's like in that middle road of iffies.
Chad should be there, but as like the last guy.
Yeah.
They have talent on their roster.
So he says Raw officially goes to Netflix on January 1st. Chris says, yeah, Wyatt 6 attacks Gable. Logan attacks LA Knight. Santos attacks Andrade. And AJ and CM Punk attack Drew. Lots of main roster fuckery.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Lots of it. Trick comes out and tells Carmelo he's a piece of shit loser face. He'll never, ever get the chance to go after another championship.
Trick. All right, there's the bell. We're underway.
Pickle's like, so how many years has it been when Brock just destroyed everyone and took the Money in the big briefcase? Well, it should be today, but we won't see that in my lifetime. I'm just kidding. Of watching wrestling. Chris says LA Knight or Gable should win.
It?
Nice.
He cut holes in it and put speakers in it.
Did he carry it around like a ghetto blaster?
He sure did.
That's the way to do it. Pickle says it's about parity. Not everyone is Joey Janela. He lost his match, Pickle. It was sad.
It was. It was a very.
It was horrible. And you want to know who he lost to? Mojo Rally. It was Mojo. It was that guy. That's terrible. So he says there has been like 4 or 5 winners of the Money in the Bank that only did one Money in the Bank ladder match. Robbie says, did they roll a dice to decide who was in this match? Basically, Robbie, they drew sticks. They just all drew straws, and whoever got the short pieces were the ones that got to be in it. Unfortunately, Drew was like, God, I gotta go in here with all these losers. Yay. Robbie says that, and Pickle says, yep, he did. Robbie says, you might see it, D, if you're lucky. And Chris says, would have been funny if the attackers were already waiting in the ring. Sophie says SummerSlam is only like 30 days away or something like that.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Pickle says he had lost his mojo to Mojo. Say it ain't so. So. It's so true. It was him, Pickle.
He lost his mojo.
Travis was like, do you know who that is? And I was like, absolutely not, I don't. And he's like, that's Mojo. He lost to Mojo. I was like, wow. So
he looked like some weird little ginger at first.
So it was like, we could see Roman or Jimmy return tonight.
Could see them both return.
I don't think Jimmy's allowed to go into other countries like Canada because of his DUI issues. If you've had felony or any kind of like convictions like that within the last 10 years, you're not allowed to go into Canada.
Look at Drew McIntyre going to win it right out of the gate.
Canada.
Chad Gable might need 2 ladders.
He's like, oh God, I thought I was going to get it.
I mean, Drew's all the way up there and he's barely reaching it. Uh-oh, look at this, an armbar.
Oh no, not the armbar.
He could rip that bicep clean off the bone.
Yeah, look at it. He's got a weird bubble on it.
Andrade with the leg drop.
Robbie says, it just seems like they don't give F to who wins the contract. Robbie, not really.
No, not now.
People's like, not JoJo out of Boga running for the po-po. Wake me up before you go.
Mojo rally.
He was going for the go-go song.
I know.
It was a very poppy tune.
Because the singer of that song was a...
Pedo. Oh. A Lolo.
Sure. Can't finish it myself or we'll get banned. But somebody out there knows. But it all rhymes.
A Canadian?
But they're not as fast as FloJo.
Because they did the snow?
If they're no. Oh!
Feels like I'm hyper. I need some water. Don't we all? Chris says, LOL, AEW Collision tried to compete with this garbage as well. They're going to need all the women put there to compete, like Mariah May, Sky Blue, Anna Jay, laughing. Sophie says the Prime Bottle logo is back in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, they do that at pay-per-views.
Ravi says, D, don't dish your boy Mojo. He's trying to get himself back in the big time.
There is two huge
He already is. He went against Joey Janela, man. He's already in the big
things
time.
happening tonight in a few hours.
There's what things?
Fights tonight.
Oh, fights. Like real ones?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Shakur
He might be broken forever.
He's fighting.
Oh, really? Harley says, can't wait for Roman Reigns to return. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair.
And then two former UFC guys are boxing. Nate Diaz and Masvidal.
Who?
Diaz and Masvidal.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was hating upon this person who was like crying about his arm in the ring.
Because he has no bone in it.
I have no idea. He's just a loser, and I don't even know why he's on the television. Sophie says, do you think we could also see a Rhea return as well? Maybe. Chris says, Travis, do you like Gene Snitsky? Even after all these years, it's still not his fault. LOL.
I mean, I like Snitsky. I don't know. What do you mean it was his fault? What's his fault?
What's not his fault?
Did he do something?
What did he do?
Is there an allegation?
What did he supposedly do?
Thrust kick? The fuck was that? Jay needs to go back to wrestling school.
He's like, I'm so used to just getting the crowd hyped up. I forgot how to make moves.
Yeet! Get your trophy.
People's like, deep cut. So it's like, what would your reaction be if Jay does win Money in the Bank?
It is what it is. I mean, it would be dumb.
It would be a lackluster type of reaction. People's like, one angle, that guy kicked Lita's baby. Oh, God. Chris says, yeah, in 05, he kicked a mannequin's baby, a.k.a. Kane and Lita's baby.
Oh, no. Kane and Lita had a baby?
So, this Gene Snitsky supposedly kicked a mannequin baby and people were upset about it?
Yeah, that's terrible. You don't kick babies.
It's a mannequin.
They wouldn't know that.
I'm pretty
was a
sure
real
it was
baby.
probably really obvious that it was a mannequin.
For the show, it was real. Do you guys remember the...
So...
Who was it that had the spider? Do you remember the big spider? It was Eric Rowan, huh? Eric Rowan had the little box that carried around. It was
yeah, the
big
box.
fake
The box that he
Wrestling
carried
is so great. Put anything in a box, and wrestling fans are fucking love it. They're like,
oh my God, what
what's
is
in
it?
the
It's
box?
going to be a monster. So it was like, if Jay wins, that could have him break the glass ceiling.
there's no glass.
But why?
Why would you want to break up the Usos? That's just dumb.
What's a glass ceiling and why does it matter?
Why don't you want a glass ceiling? A lot of people like skylights.
Chris says, no, people weren't upset. He just said the catchphrase, it's not my fault. Oh, it's his catchphrase.
Who was the
I don't know these people.
the one guy that was a crazy man in the 80s? I know his name, but I can't think of it right now. But anyways, he used to bring out a baby doll, a white baby doll, and hang it and carry it around.
Like it with a noose?
Yeah, all over the South because he was black.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, obviously, he's trying to get the crowd to hate him. And they did. New Jack. That's New Jack. He congratulated O.J. Simpson. He's like, 2 less white people. Right after O.J. killed. Allegedly. Trust me, bro told me about it.
People says, yeah, the big fake spider. And in the Attitude Era, Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
I seen that. Yeah, that was Mark Henry's hand. Yeah. Not his hand, but his baby.
Ralphie says, never his fault, LOL. And Sophie says they do like to give us surprise winners in these type of matches. Chris says it was New Jack that carried the baby. And then Pico is like, ooh, New Jack. Sophie says Stephanie was the WWE Women's Champion and Shane was European Champion.
Yeah.
Is it just some random information we need to know? Or
Well, it's maybe she's saying that they're jobbers. It's okay to give jobbers titles. I'm not opposed to it. but you don't give them main titles. But the women's division back then, the title wasn't a main title anyway. It was a farce. None of the women were ever any good until the past 10 years.
He's like, I'm tired.
Look at that
ladder's
ladder.
Really heavy. It's so crazy.
LA set it up. Guess what?
He's
LA's
throw
probably going to go
himself into it.
through it.
Oh no. Pickle says, and Jim Cornette booked Mid-South. He admitted he told New Jack how to get heat.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did, and he would know. It'd be so scary working with that dude, though, because he was so unhinged.
Retarded?
Yeah, he's not smart. His IQ's like a 37. He's functionally retarded.
Why would you...
Be nice to him.
I understand that you're, like, not supposed to, quote-unquote, get it yet. But are you kidding me? Like, who... Hey, this is a great idea. I'm going to put this ladder where the tippy top of it is 5 feet away from the fucking briefcase. And then I'm going to climb up the bitch and see if I can reach it with my tiny little arms that I don't really have.
Be nice to Mighty Mouse. Hey, look, it's all 3 of the little guys. Are they spelling something? That looks like a big N. With Gable.
Oh my god, is that... Oh my Jesus.
Neither of you two will be able to reach that briefcase, just so you know.
Sophie says Stephanie was women's champion that didn't defend the championship that much. She eventually lost it to Lita thanks to the help of The Rock. Do you think they should put the Money in the Bank ladder matches back at Mania?
Yeah, well, I don't know about at Mania. But at another pay-per-view, yes. I think it should just be a match, and you don't have to do both at the same time. I love that idea.
Instead of having a whole pay-per-view for it?
Yeah, just have like the women's at WrestleMania and the men's at SummerSlam, or just whenever. You don't. It doesn't have to be set. Just, and then people will be so excited when it comes because they'd be like, "Oh my god, they haven't done that in 15 months," or you know, because people like to count everything nowadays. Drew McIntyre doesn't even need to climb all the way to the top. Jesus, that belt looks or briefcase looks lower than in past years.
Oh Jesus, that ladder might break. Sophie said
Oh,
there's
God.
a poll on Twitter if people want Royal Rumble to be 2 nights. How about no? I don't want WrestleMania to even be 2 nights. It's lame and stupid. Ruins my whole fucking weekend. It's dumb.
Come on, LA. Just get the intestinal fortitude. Climb that shit.
Yeah, intestinal fortitudes.
Oh, he pushed it to Jay.
Get your intestines.
Yeet on him. Yeah. Let me talk to ya.
Oh no, not the fighting.
It's so low.
The fighting at the
Look at
top of the
size
ladders.
of that belay clip. The carabiner.
Right.
What is it, like a foot? It might be as tall as the damn briefcase.
It might be.
It's like 10 inches. Jay's there. He's got it. Money in the Bank champion.
Pukel's like, here's the chant. So I don't know why the WWE is thinking about putting other major pay-per-views to 2 nights.
Money.
It's called money.
They can
They're
double
just
their
greedy.
They can double their profit for ticket sales. Literally, just double it.
Greed, greed, everything is greed.
People like wrestling. It's fine. Mighty Mouse climbing pretty quick, but he's got to get all the way to the top and then extend his little teeny arms.
Jesus, Andrade was like, I'm trying to get there, but I'm taking my sweet ass time.
Well, he was trying to set up a ladder.
I know
Oh God.
what he was trying to do. He's like, you know what? I can't put this up. I'm just gonna hit him with it. This makes sense.
There it goes. Stick it in the hole.
Holy crap. He's like, this is hard work. They're all tired. They can't even lift those ladders anymore. They're like, I can't even lift the ladder. It's
I
so
know, and
hard.
they're what, like 10 minutes in? Yeah, 13 minutes in.
Well, or Chris says, I think they are hinting at pairing LA Knight and Tiffany Stratton, just like I said. Because earlier they were showing video packages of them one after another, then their interview one after the other.
They should. I don't see it happening, but they should.
Well, you have to remember they're both in Money
Andrade
in the Bank
had
stuff
it.
too.
Oh no!
Fuck. Oh, that looks like that would have hurt.
The whole structure, like the briefcase. It's like swinging like 10 feet.
Terrifying. Pickle is like, anyone else in the chat use a carabiner? I always call it a D-ring. Chris says Ludwig Kaiser better watch out, but I'm sure they will be professional about it if they do pair up Tiffany and LA. It works though. Sophie says Mania 2 nights is good because they don't have to force 18 matches in one night. They could split it into 2. Actually, what they could do is make WrestleMania worth something like it used to be and be prestigious like you do Golden Globes, that not everybody gets a participation trophy and a fucking match during WrestleMania.
Here he goes, right
make
onto
it
the
worth
ladder.
Something instead of garbage like it is.
LA's done.
Now it's just garbage, and who cares about WrestleMania?
All
It's
that's
just
left is
made of
Jey Uso
a whole bunch of
and
jobbers.
Chad Gable that haven't been hit with major finishers.
Ooh, not the major finishers.
Oh, he can get that. If he gets to the top, he can grab that.
Walter says, Jay win, get the Money in the Bank. Guys, get a snack and drink. Oh no, Jay's gonna make sure he can't get it. Oh no.
Gable's holding on for dear life.
Oh no.
Seen this one before. It was AJ Styles that did this.
Uh-oh. Somebody help him. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
That's a terrible way to fall.
Somebody get him. Don't let him win this.
Somebody says with the build to both Money in the Bank ladder matches. It
Oh,
seems
where's
like
Drew?
Everybody is open to winning it.
Drew hasn't been hit with anything. I forgot about
No,
Drew.
he was out on the outside for doing something.
Come on, Drew. God damn it, Drew. Hurry up.
There he is.
Oh, fuck you. He said yeet. Claymore country. Get up there, Drew.
Oh, Jesus. That was fucking crazy.
Now, how is CM Punk going to fuck this? Oh, look, he can't reach it. Never mind. Drew wins. Clean. And we didn't have to worry about it lasting. It lasted 17 minutes.
Damn.
And
I
this,
figured
there's
it'd be an
5
hour.
matches.
And this is men. They're supposed to go forever. Throwing people around, breaking things on ladders, breaking ladders.
I am a lot more happy than I would have been. I thought Jay was going to win that. My heart was, like, stopping.
Ah, not him.
Why does it have a dent? No, it's had it the whole time. Every time they show it on TV, it has a dent. I'm like, why did they get a dented one and they keep using it?
I don't know. It has not only it has a dent, but it has a couple of dents. It has like a dent that's like there, and then it has like a in the corner. It has like a ding in it.
Andrade, look at that.
Poor guy.
Ugh. Carmelo is so lucky that his head was where it was.
Oh yeah.
God, LA landed on his feet. That's fantastic. Oh Jesus. He like landed on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He runs into the ladder almost. Oh fuck, I was so worried right here. And then hit in the face with a ladder. Love it.
So he says with the build to Money in the Bank ladder match, it seems like everybody is open to winning it. Piccolo says, by God, Melo was just broken in half. Car crash. Chris says, Wyatt Uncle BS time. And Piccolo says, whoa, slow roll, Miss T. Oh, Jesus.
He was power bombed straight to hell.
So he says, I wouldn't be mad if Chad or Jay wins. Jay almost had it won. And Chris is like, Drew fucking wins, baby. Piccolo's like, well, Drew has it. Well done, Trips. Sophie says, isn't that the shortest Money in the Bank ladder match history?
It could definitely be.
I felt like this match was rushed for some reason.
Look, so she thought she was... Like he put her hand on it right there.
Yeah.
And then he got down really low, and she gets down with him, like they're going to explode. And then he just goes, and she's like, nope. She couldn't hold on. She's like,
you're too tall, I'm too short. Your arm...
Ashley Barrett wearing the Kane outfit.
Who is this weird person?
I don't know. It's Kane's girlfriend, for all I know.
Hey, why are you here? You were cuddled up in a basket over there. Why don't you go back to your basket?
Rock the basket of love.
Harley says, now does he cash in tonight during Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest? Nah. I think he's going to bide his time.
I think he needs to deal with Punk all the way through first, then become champion, then defend it against Seth and Punk at WrestleMania.
Robbie says, Raw, that bell gotta be sore. And Pickle is laughing. I see a Macho King out front.
Yeah, he was there last night, too. Hand me that pen. Thank you. Is that your pen? No, it's mine.
Robbie says, Drew with the briefcase would have known D. Sophie says, Drew could also cash in on Cody as well.
Yeah,
Jackson
but it
in
makes
the
no
chat. Hey,
storyline
Jackson, good to see you. Thanks for being in our chat. Says, did Drew win?
He
sure
did.
did.
Drew McIntyre just won.
Yep, he won the men's Money in the Bank. It was like 13 minutes long.
They need to do the Sami Zayn breaker match right this second.
Like, get it over with so we don't have to see it anymore.
Because Breaker's going to end up losing that. I think he'll end up winning the championship, but I think he's going to lose this match first. There it is.
I feel like they should take it away from him because he did win when he was in Canada. So they should just take it away from him in Canada.
Yeah, they do that. I mean, well, Vince
I think they should. I think they should just be like, nope, done. You don't get it anymore. You're a loser face. We're going to let you win it and lose it in your home country.
And then let him either be a manager or leave.
Somebody says that felt like a women's Money in the Bank match with how short it was.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, there wasn't very many good athletes in there. So you only had really two guys that made any sense. And one of them's a tag team wrestler. So if you think about it just logically on a plane,
yeah,
Drew McIntyre was by far the best wrestler in that ring. By far. Like, it wasn't even close. Mm-hmm. And then Jay's a tag team wrestler, and so that subtracts some points because it wasn't a tag team match.
Right.
And then you got Chad Gable, who's a C+, B- guy. It's probably C+.
Yeah.
And then Carmelo, who's D+, C-.
Right.
Andrade's right there with him. And who am I missing?
Drew? Jay?
Oh, LA Knight.
Oh, LA
And
Knight.
LA's a B- guy. You could get behind him. He could do something. But he's 40-plus years old, never had a major championship. Like, he's a catchphrase. I like him, by the way. I'm not saying anything bad. If he would have won, I'd have been ecstatic. I'm just saying, realistically, there was one superstar in the ring.
Piccolo wants to know, is it too soon? Is it too soon? Braun Breaker winning this. Well, considering that Sami is just kind of greatly not liked, no.
So,
but yes.
So normally, if it was anybody besides Sami, I would stick by my guns and say yes. He shouldn't be a champion quite yet. But it is a mid-card title, so that's okay. We saw, what's his name, Kurt Hennig's son win it on his first night. But the other thing is it's Sami Zayn, who's a C- guy. Mm-hmm. He's the Carmelo Hayes of the Canadian brand.
Chris says Braun Breaker better fuck up Sami Zayn, just roll through him.
I would like to see it too, like just a decimation.
Robbie says, D, that wouldn't make sense to win it, then lose it in one night. Sophie says Drew could do what Seth did when he cashed in by making the match a triple threat.
Exactly, like he did against Brock and Roman.
Sophie says Jay and LA Knight were also front runners as well. And Piccolo says you have to give Andrade credit. He had some nice spots.
Yeah. I did.
Sophie says, I wonder who would have won if Drew wasn't in the match.
Well, who would have taken his place? Would they put in a superstar, or would they just put in another mid-card guy?
Ravi says Braun Breaker just doesn't seem authentic with this feud.
I don't like how they use Braun Breaker, because he really should have the name Steiner. They should go out of their way to give it to him.
Yeah. A guy named Jay in our chat. Jay says, who are you guys picks for the women's ladder match?
Ooh,
Tiffany
let me
or
go
Chelsea?
look. Well, either one of those two, yeah. As long as it's not Naomi or Io Sky, I'll be okay. I don't think that Valkyria will win it, and I don't think Stark will win it. So it really comes down to Tiffany or Chelsea.
I didn't even have to go through that rigmarole of behind the gates.
I just
came
think
right out and
I
said,
think Zoey Stark and Lyra Valkyria are out. So there's 4 left. I would rather not have Naomi, as she quit on the company.
Quitter! Robbie
then-
says nice spots. Doesn't win you titles. Stay in catering if you want nice spots.
Yeah.
Chris says Bron should do the Steiner math promo.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he can talk that well.
134.5% he's going to win this.
Divided by 2. Jay
I wonder
in the chat
if-
says agree.
I
Nice.
wonder if he watches this video in, say, 20 years, if he's going to be embarrassed about this outfit.
He should be.
Like, what?
He should be embarrassed the minute he leaves the ring. He should have been embarrassed if he looked at himself in the mirror before he came out. Somebody should have warned him how stupid it looks.
Like, dude, this is, like, every time you're on TV in wrestling, it's history. Like, these wrestling fans don't forget anything.
Like, remember when he wore that weird neon crap and then he has cross eyes? It's not cool, man. Not cool.
It's not cross eyes, it's a lazy eye, and it's fun.
He's got the cross eye problem. Sophie says, do you think Sheamus would have won this match tonight if he was in it?
And Drew wasn't?
Like, replacing Drew?
That's a tough one, as in Sheamus hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah.
And Sheamus is a B player, right? He's not an A guy like Drew. So, he could have.
Chris says, I want to see Tiffany Green team up. Braun has
Yes.
new theme. Still doesn't work. Piccolo says, so smarten up. How many pay-per-views has Braun Breaker been in? 1.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's probably been in maybe a couple NXTs. I have no idea.
I don't count that stuff.
Sophie says, I think if Braun was in that ladder match, he probably would be an odds-on fave to win. Sophie's
Depending
like,
on
yeah.
if Drew is in there, because there again, he's only a, maybe a B guy.
Ravi says, boss-eyed Bill. Yeah, boss. And Jay says, honestly, Jay deserved it more.
Yeah, but he's a tag team guy. You can't put it on a tag team guy.
It's just weird. I'm not sure what they're doing with Jay. It's,
He needs to join the Jimmy and go back to doing what he does best. To have him separated right now is silly. I know the Bloodline built him, and they tried to make it a thing because Jimmy was hurt through the whole Bloodline thing. But it's time to put him back. He's had his time.
Piccolo says, I didn't forget the OG Usos doing their Samoan rally cry. It's true. So he says Finn Balor would have done crazy spots. They have given it to tag wrestlers before, aka Edge and Otis and The Miz. And Chris says, nah, Bron will say I have 1,000% chance at beating Sami Zayn. Now take that IC title and divide it by Gunther's 666 days as champion minus Sami Zayn 30 days title reign. I will win either way.
Fact. 666 before you lost. Bron Breaker's beaten him, huh? Throw down! Get him, Bron.
Oh.
Damn, we've had one match in the first hour.
Nobody cares about the NXT title, Michael Cole. Stop talking.
Yeah,
about
nobody.
It. Like you're trying to make it happen.
It
like
doesn't.
Cool.
It doesn't count.
That'd be like talking about what their accolades were from other companies. Oh, remember when he was in New Japan and he won like that minor title championship in New Japan? And he had it for like
WIGP?
5 years. Who fucking cares what he did there? I sure in the hell do not.
Look at that. By the way, when the Steiners joined the WCW/the NWA when I was a kid, it changed my whole entire life. I love suplexes because of Rick Steiner. Scott Steiner came in and did it better, but Rick is the dude. The dog-faced gremlin. I barked at everything. Every time I was at the gym, I'd get warnings because I'd be barking.
Sophie says, do you think the women's Money in the Bank ladder match will be the same amount of time as the men's? I wouldn't be surprised if it was or shorter.
So, not talented, not talented, 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 not talented, talented. So it's a 50-50.
Chris says, yeah, fucking Carl Anderson is a legend in New Japan, countless titles, and he is a jobber in WWE.
Yes.
Rebecca Chatless in the chat here. Rebecca says, hey, yo, thought you guys were going out of town. Why would we go out of town?
We're hypothetically in Toronto watching wrestling right now. By the way, if people want to know who I was saying is talented and isn't talented, Zoey Stark is what I put as not talented. Naomi, not talented. Tiffany, talented. Valkyria, talented. Chelsea Green, not talented. And Io Sky is talented. So not being biased. But being talented isn't what matters. That's why I want Chelsea to win the damn thing.
Piccolo, oh no, Travis and his Pepperidge Farms promo. Sophie says, I'm surprised we didn't get any crazy interference in that ladder match. Piccolo says, and phones had cords connected to a wall. You know what's funny, Piccolo, is we still have phones that have cords that are connected to walls.
We don't.
Yeah, you do. Anytime you plug your phone in, it's connected to the wall with a cord.
Help her. Somebody.
Sophie says, imagine if Bron could team up with his father and uncle one day. That would be cool.
In their prime, yes. But nowadays,
Chris says, Chelsea
Scott
Green
Steiner don't look that good.
Chelsea Green is talented at being not talented.
Yeah, she's very talented. I'm just saying that she's not. We were talking about the actual ladder match part, like jumping off and on the ladders, like who you want to not die. And so I was like, well, Zoey Starks is a little muscle bound. Naomi's a little bottom heavy. Tiffany's very athletic. It'll be good. The Valkyria is pretty athletic. And Io Sky, as long as she stays mid down on the ladder, she'll be fine. Holy shit. He turned it on.
Pico's like, say what? And Sophie says, so your house is still in the 90s? And Pico's like, shenanigans. She simply is filling the Billy Kay humor spot. Sophie says the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is at a toss-up between Chelsea and Tiffany, and the quitter is a dark horse to win it. Pico's like, time to bark!
You know, I liked Titus O'Neil when he started barking too.
Yeah.
So the second I saw him bark, I was like, ooh, I like that bark. There's a bark outside right now.
There is.
Dog's trying to be Rick Steiner. Why is he just pissing around?
He should be pissing on him.
Yeah, mark your territory and kick his ass.
Quinn says, will we get to see the reunion of Team Taz with new members Hook, Samoa Joe, and Shibata?
Yeah.
I'm watching WWE. I have no idea what's happening on that other God forbidden crap company.
Not tonight. He's talking about overall. Is Taz leaving the booth and going to start managing again?
That'd be weird. Sophie says, whoever wins this match, the question should be who is next. And Walter's like, okay, who won? Nobody yet, Walter. We're still in the match, bud.
You can't say who's next because that's Goldberg's thing, so it would be weird if you said it with Braun if he wins. Because you don't want him to follow anybody else's path.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Watch this. Belly to belly.
People's like, he should, Quentin. Yeah, he should stop commentating. We just want good guys on the commentation.
You know, I don't mind Taz on the commentary, but I don't like Taz with Excalibur. Because they're the same guy. They both play the same role, and they both know the same information. And it's kind of nice to have the play-by-play guy that knows stuff, but having two of them, it seems redundant. You need somebody else out there that's an asshole, which they do not have, by the way. And they need him to not necessarily care about all the moves and not like the wrestlers. That's what they need, and they don't have that. It's really important to have that heel.
Yeah.
So they work off of each other. Sami just won. Oh, my God. Just kidding.
Oh, he didn't. It was
he
a
almost
farce.
did, though.
Walter's like, just waiting on who wins. Well, it's still Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker fighting over that title. So if it says, hopefully they have a plan for whoever wins this match for SummerSlam. Walter's like, did anybody come out? We just have Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker still, bud. It's for that title.
Sophie, if you know anything about Triple H, he knows the matches at WrestleMania already. He knows the goal that he wants, and so he already knows what matches are going to be on which nights are Raw. Like, he's very well structured. He's got very, very straightforward goals. The only thing that are going to screw it up are injuries. So they know who is winning this. They know who the person's going to be wrestling at SummerSlam, at Bad Blood, at whatever the one in November is called in Saudi Arabia. The Royal Rumble. It's all set. Like the Bloodline versus the Bloodline in November at Survivor Series. Braun just saved Sami. Sami saved people in the past too, but that was pretty amazing.
Wow. That was crazy. People's like laughing my ass off. Mass's dummy is just a migraine. He's so lame. Jay says, what do you guys think of the current women's champions? Bailey's fine.
I love Bailey. And then the other one is kind of a participation trophy. Hopefully Rhea comes back and takes it, although I don't really care for Rhea being champion. She didn't do much. But maybe whoever wins tonight can take the title, and then their feud will just be between those two and not have the title involved. But I don't see that happening. Because Tiffany and Chelsea are both on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Explosivity. But I understand why people like Liv. She has a pretty face and a nice bottom. But she's not very talented.
We're still watching this Intercontinental Champion match between Bron Breakker and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, we are. Sami picks him up. Drops him down. I thought he was going to drop him on his damn knee. Bron Breakker with the intestinal fortitude.
Sophie says AEW Dynamite gained 8,000 viewers with 688,000 viewers. Pico says, would the Bron Breakker IC Open Challenge be a good angle?
Sure. I don't know why. Usually, I'm just saying usually, you don't have heels doing the Open Challenge thing. But if they don't want to necessarily push him as a full-blown heel, it would work great. Because as of right now, you don't think of him as a huge heel. I guess people do because he hurt Ricochet or whatever. But that makes me happy, so.
Yeah. Sophie says, I've been starting to watch 2000s episodes of SmackDowns. And Walter says, come on, Jay. Jay, that match is over, Walter. Just so you know, the Money in the Bank one's over. Drew won that one.
Drew won.
Robbie says, Sami too cocky there. And Sophie says, one of the channels I usually go during pay-per-views are away because of one of them has a flu. Aw, bummer.
Oh, no.
Sophie says, here comes the rematch. I'm indifferent with Liv. Like, I don't know how I feel about her. Marvin Cruz in the chat. Hey, Marvin says, Uso. Walter says, Braun Breaker, come on. And Piccolo says, there's a good point. A positive about the fans. They know Braun's lineage and honor his dad and his uncle's legacy.
Yes.
That's probably why they're so hard on him, too, because, you know, if they are fans of his father's, they're going to be like, wow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he should be doing much better. Why doesn't he do better promos? Why doesn't he?
So when his dad first joined, it was like 88 or something. And I know that they were going to push him towards the championship, and then they decided not to. And I can't remember if it was because of him himself, like he didn't want it. But I do know that he never did. He never got it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were pushing him that direction. And it could be because they just knew Scott was coming. His brother. And they're like, ooh.
Sophie says Jordan Grace has been doing open challenges like every week, it seems like. Jay says, I like Liv, but she is mid in the ring and meh on mic.
She's lower than meh.
Yeah, she's way lower.
She's hard on the mic. And in the ring, she's mid. But obviously, it's her body and her face.
Sophie says, do you think Braun could beat Gunther? He already did.
He has. Could
Chris,
he beat him today? Probably no.
Chris says Breaker should have won by now.
Yeah, they're trying to milk some time.
Yeah, they forgot that those ladder matches should take longer than 13 minutes. They spent more time on their fucking everybody coming out than they did on the actual match.
It was 17 minutes. Be nice.
Huh?
I said it was 17 minutes.
Oh.
This one's at 11.
Okay, I'm just going to call it like it is. It was like 5 minutes. 5 minutes long. So if it says I could see Charlotte coming back at any time.
Yeah, I don't know what her knee's like, and I know it's usually a year, but obviously it's Charlotte, and she's already in great shape. But she needs to be really careful, but I would definitely love to see her come back. Holy shit. Braun just killed Sami.
Braun.
That's what I just said. He just killed Sami.
I thought you said Brock.
No, Braun killed Sami.
So if it says, why is this match longer than the men's ladder match? And Pickle's like, oof, that's a dang counter, and Braun has the advantage.
He's going to jump him. No. Uh-oh, here comes the Hulula kick.
Why is there a cheese wizard in the thing?
There it is. It's over. Sami wins.
Chris says, I want Sonya to show up in the ladder match. She might try and help Zoey Stark win, but she won't win. Also, maybe Trish will also cost Stark the match.
Does that answer your question, Sophie? Yeah, Braun's garbage. At least that's what I was told by WWE.
Wow. Sophie says Jack revealed that he wasn't originally going to be drafted, and that's when he knew his WWE career was over. Is that when he started selling secrets?
Bye-bye.
Or was he already selling secrets, and that's why he wasn't drafted? They already knew he was doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Nobody cares
selling
about...
secrets.
Is there any T-Bar fans out there, honestly?
And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh my god, they're not going to rehire me. I'm going to really sell secrets now. Even though he was selling them before, and that's probably why he wasn't.
Old T-Bar. Like, anybody gives a shit about him. He already had his opportunity. And he just wasn't good enough. Like, I like big guys, and he didn't impress me at all. Because you have to have mic skills. You can't look like a dude that's trapped on an island that's going to eat your buddy in a cartoon. You know what I mean? Because that's who he looks like.
Piccolo says, wow, if I had bet I just lost the farm. Jay says, if Tiffany wins, I can tell at SummerSlam she will cash in on her partner, Nia Jax, after she beats Bayley. If Chelsea wins, she will cash in on Bayley as well if she retains against Nia. Robbie says, did you think it was going to be any different? SummerSlam is going to be different with Sami.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're doing this with Sami as a slow burn up to a heavyweight championship match where he's going to win it. The Seth Rollins one, that direction.
Oh. Barf.
Yeah, it's still gross, but...
Walter's like, Sami won? He did, Walter. Sophie says, I'm not surprised. It is too soon to give Bron a championship. Chris says, I love T-Bar.
We have a T-Bar fan.
Sophie says, we still haven't seen Giovanni Vinci since he got drafted. Piccolo says, perhaps a SummerSlam rematch. Rebecca says, snack for Money in the Bank for me, it is nachos. And Sophie says, if I had bet, I would have won a lot of money. And Piccolo says the Impact Zone will have room for Dijak.
Oh, look, another 7 p.m. It's on at 5. They're moving them up, which is fine if they end early.
Incredible news. "27 years to the day." Walter wants to know who's up next? I don't know, sweetie. They're talking about the pay-per-view they're putting in October in Atlanta right now. Chris says Bad Blood October 5th. And somebody says TNA and WWE do have this partnership that Dijak could show back up on NXT anytime he wants if he does go to Impact.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Would they want all their secrets sold to people? They probably put a blacklist on him. It's probably been blacklisted. People's like, 27 years ago. Oh, Lord, give me my time back. So it says 30 years ago today, Forrest Gump released in theaters.
Great movie.
People's like, okay, so
The WWE Universe.
this guy's such a fucking loser, so loud. So it says, I don't know why it took them 27 years to bring this Bad Blood pay-per-view back. Chris says, since they're having Bad Blood pay-per-view, I wonder if they're going to have a cool Crip pay-per-view. So funny. Well, they had to put their commercial-based propaganda in the middle of the pay-per-view, so God forbid.
Now this is how they're going to stretch it out to 3 hours.
With fucking garbage shit that I don't want to listen to or see. Fuck. Nobody gives a good goddamn about your fucking crap. They're like, we gotta sell our shit somehow. You guys definitely want to see this. No, actually, I don't really care. So it was like in August and November are the months we have 2 pay-per-views. And Piccolo says, a murder was the case that they gave me.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Chris says, have Snoop Dogg host it. The cool Crip one.
No, the blood.
The Bad Blood.
Yeah.
I don't know what side of the fence he's on.
He's a Crip. Tupac was the blood.
Oh. Oh my God, why do we... Don't worry, they're just giving out propaganda of garbage, so there's that.
Are they gonna just show the whole thing in the middle of the?
look at how they dyed this. Not that dog. That's not his, but this is his dog. Pitbull. They made him a tiger.
That's great.
Oh my God. Sophie says the Money in the Bank ladder match was promoting The Boys and Amazon Prime Original. Sophie also said we just got hit with rain like a few hours ago. The good thing about a 5-match card is that it goes by fast and all the matches could take as long as they want. And Chris says, yep, that hurricane barrel is barreling towards Texas. It's a direct hit on the Gulf Coast. We are going to 5 to 10 inches in some spots. Ooh, lots of rain. Oh, hey, there's everybody's host. Trish Stratus decided to show up, I guess.
She has some stratisfaction in her chestal area.
Yeah.
Her points sit way up high. Two-time champion.
They're trying to like make it cool by having the decibel meter thing over there for her. They're like, it's gonna
Like they can't just doctor it.
right? Like they can't just make it all.
Oh my God, John Cena's back. Who's he gonna wrestle at WrestleMania? Sophie, tell us.
Oh my God, who's it gonna be? You can't see it, but it's there.
It hit 107. 113?
What? Oh my God. How's that even possible? Do they count the music too that's he's got going on? The last time is now. He's never coming back ever again. He's done forever. There you go. This is his retirement fun. He's going to leave his boots out there.
His stinky-tin issues.
So he says that way, he said. And Pico says, y'all, I'm going to eyeball Collision real quick. You should eyeball it all over. Sophie says she is the host of this pay-per-view. Wonder if that means she is going to wrestle at SummerSlam. Chris says, will Stratus pass that Stratisfaction to Stratton? It will be Stratton Faction. Chris is like, John Cena wearing 2013 colors.
Yeah.
After this, you won't see me, his door says.
I remember when he lost at WrestleMania 5 years ago, and I thought he was gone. Remember Bray Wyatt beat him in that match?
Oh, yeah, and we thought he was gone forever, but then he wasn't, and he came back, and it was horrible.
Yeah, they like to sing. Yeah, they did. They want to sing. Now they're going to just chant Cena over and over. Why are you here? There it is. He's retiring. Bye. Sucks that you're going, but it's your time. Maybe he'll go to AEW. Well, he said from WWE. He didn't say from wrestling.
Sam says, we saw John at Mania, and he is here usually whenever he shows up something big is planned. Chris says John Cena versus Joe Hendry, and Sophie says maybe John Cena will wrestle at SummerSlam, and they are setting up his feud here. Peel says, I remember when Cena was good. Oh, wait, fucking never. And Sophie says, I'm a big John Cena fan. I even liked him when people hated him. And Peel's like, cry, 10-year-olds. Chris says Cena came out of retirement like Hogan did like 10 times. Is he retiring in Canada because he married that stupid Canadian lady?
I don't know. Yeah, hardcore fans.
It's so important. Peel's like Flair did 20 times. And Sophie says last month marks 22 years since his debut. And Luna says, what? And Walter says, Money in the Bank, there will be a cash-in. Maybe. Right now we're watching John Cena supposedly retire, and he's never coming back to WWE ever again. He's done. Everybody's like, you're so amazing. People's like, so if you would have guessed, it's a rando 6-man tag. Sophie says, will he stay retired, guys? Like Hogan, Flair, McFoley, and Sting have retired, and they come out of retirement like a month or two later.
You would hope so.
I hope he makes a liar of himself. Chris, like, Cena will pull a Mark Henry retirement.
Yes. What's that mean?
I don't know.
There. Now I got it on too. Shakur Stevenson. Most of it all. And wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Random 6-man. Orange Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Did you say the Royal Rumbles is last?
Yeah, he's doing a tour, it sounds like.
Oh.
Will be my... There he goes. So it's a tour. It's like the Sting tour. Who are you going to wrestle? Who's he going to wrestle?
So it says, man, too bad he didn't get number 17 before he retired. And Piglaw says, by God, don't you dare throw his sissy wristbands in the same sentence with real legends. Chris says Cena will be in Rumble. Sophie says Cena on the first episode of Raw on Netflix. Walter says, how's Money in the Bank? I like the matches. I'm watching AEW.
It's all good.
We're just watching Cena here now. Walter, he's talking about his retirement tour he's going to do. So there you go.
He's going to be like at every pay-per-view from now until WrestleMania, and then he's going to retire.
Sophie says, so this is kind of retirement tour? Yeah. People's like, just LeBron. Fuck him. Chris says, I think it should be Logan Paul versus Cena last match. That would make Paul a legit star and pass the torch. Yeah.
I think it should be a heavyweight championship match, and he should win it. And then give the title away as he walks away. Then he could get number 17 on his last day.
True. And then put it out there with his wristbands and everything else.
Is he talking to Hogan?
Yeah.
He said the house that you built.
Mm-hmm. I think that's exactly who he was talking to. He's gonna kick ass. Yeah, come and get it. Whatever's now, it's happening.
Dun, dun, dun,
So besides, isn't Daniel Bryan also on his retirement tour as well? Sure. People says Super Cena was the dark times of WWE, and Sophie says about CM Punk versus Cena or Orton versus Cena as his final feud.
That was his wife in the audience that he just kissed.
Oh. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Chris says maybe CM Punk versus Cena title match. They have the ultimate feud. It was basically WWE versus the Indies. And Pico says Kyle O'Reilly is so much better than Cena. Like 4-5 times better. Sophie says he didn't say anything about SummerSlam or the pay-per-views after this, though he only talking about the 2025 stuff. Chris says maybe Cena versus Cody last match. And Walter says, John Cena, thanks for your time in WWE. Now he's doing Shark Week and more movies. Sophie says with the Rumble being his last one, I wonder if they'll have him win. And Chris says, I have an awful feeling that Cena is going to put over that dipshit Mello because they both from Boston. Why would he put over that garbage? There's no reason to do that.
No. Las Vegas. Nineteenth and 20th of April.
April. Chris says, I have an awful feeling that Cena... Oh, I read that. Quentin says, it's like Sting all over again when he retired.
Yeah.
Sophie says, with Cena retiring, wondering if Randy Orton will be next.
Either that or somebody else from an injury. But he's old. AJ's old. Who else is old? LA Knight's old. Finn Balor's getting up there.
Ooh. Chris says maybe Cena will put over Breakker, though, and have a monster feud with Gunther. LL Cena always used to fight the big guys like Big Show and Umaga.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie says you kind of knew Cena was going to retire since he hasn't been wrestling that much. Nobody gets involved in his biz snapcha.
It's happening now, it looks like. They're going to put this match on before the women's, huh? Finn's not very happy. Think Finn's... Whatever you want, boss. Finn Balor's going to turn on him. They're going to do the NWO thing where he loses, and then they're going to all jump him. That's what happened to Hogan. When Hogan lost.
We hate you.
They all jumped him.
Like, you're a loser face.
beep, beep, beep.
All right.
Well,
Chris
Seth
says,
Rollins is next.
and also Cena will put over Dom. Chris, why are you being like this?
Stop.
Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Monday for Raw. I can catch an update on Money in the Bank on Sunday. All right, Walter. Well, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit tonight. You have a good rest of your evening.
Bye-bye.
Sophie says, maybe that is why the men's Money in the Bank match was rushed to make time for that Cena retirement speech. I think it's because they don't know how to have matches anymore, and so they're just throwing garbage on our television. They have so much advertising crap now. It's like, what is this? Like, what are you paying for? You're paying for fucking nothing. Like, oh, goody gumdrops. So glad. They're like, well, there has to be a story. Why? Why?
It's okay.
It's dumb.
You don't have to show the whole story.
Well, they can't help themselves. They're like, let's at least show 10 minutes of garbage shit that nobody gives a flying fuck about.
What if you didn't know what you were watching?
Why on earth would you pay for something that you've never fucking watched any shows to
What if you were
it?
home alone, it was boring, and you'd never seen
You
wrestling
really would
before,
never turn it to this ever.
and you
In
had
your
a
entire
Peacock
life, you would find something else.
subscription,
You
and you're
probably
like,
would
"Oh,
find your
what's
comfort
this?"
show and watch your comfort show.
This is interesting. I
Yeah,
like his
no.
hair. Did you hear the crowd there chanting? Whoa.
No, not even. Nope, wouldn't have happened ever. Ever. Sophie says at least Cena gave us his very last WWE date before he retires, so they have plenty of time to find opponents for him for every pay-per-view he will take part in. And Peacock says, enjoy your weekend, Walter. And Chris said it will be Priest versus Damian Balor at SummerSlam and Rhea versus Liv at Bad Blood and Women Hell in a Cell. Sophie says, when WWE was on regular pay-per-view, we didn't get that many commercials as we do now. Peacock's like exactly 100. This is fucking dumb-ass shit.
It's fine. Just watch Orange Cassidy. He's getting bear hugged. Orange Cassidy. Good stuff all around for everybody. Hey, there's your Bayou guy. The toothless guy.
This is so dumb. This video package crap for a pay-per-view is dumb. It makes no fucking sense. They're like, we got to tell you guys how this came about. No, really, you don't.
Here comes Seth. It's over.
Not in 5 minutes to 10 minutes of shit.
It's over now.
Chris says, I would like Will Ospreay if he didn't say bruv BS.
Bruv.
Oh God, he says it so much too. It's like this weird fucking habit that he can't help himself. And he's made it his identity. And that's disgusting. Don't make things your identity, people. So he says, I like John Cena. I thought someone would interrupt him to give us a hint on who he would feud with in his final matches in the WWE. He doesn't
It's
really
like
have to
everything else
feud
in
with
WWE.
anybody.
Wait and see. Oh, there's your decibels. Their hose get up to 106.
He's got the hose out there.
There's some hose.
I saw him.
They both had something Becky doesn't have. That's babies. Is that a deer attacking him? Oh, it's a jackass.
It's a big little mini donkey.
Seth is dressed like Jamie Lannister.
Except for he has both his hands. Just kidding. It was said yesterday at the kickoff of press event, Damian said this was going to be the main event, the pay-per-view. I wonder what changed their minds. Probably him saying it.
The Bloodline storyline?
Quinn says Cena is going to retire as a wrestler and still be a Hollywood star. Chris says, LOL, the big tidy hose. LOL. Yeah, the big tidy hose.
Whoa. Did I add to their decibels?
You so did.
Ew, she's not. Or Ritz. You know, like,
No, those aren't new. It was the thing before. It was a lemon cake, and they cooked it, and then they poked holes in it, and they were going to pour strawberry jello in it.
I've seen worse.
I've seen way worse, but ew. It totally is like completely killed me from ever wanting to eat jello in a poke cake. That strawberry one I did. Oh, that thing was so disgusting.
In a poke cake?
It was so gross. Chris has said that, and Jeff Pagari is in the chat. Hey, Jeff says hi. Hello.
Hello.
Picola says, are dragons flying out? Drip Seth. Yeah, there's dragons everywhere. Quentin says, it reminds me of when Cena did a farewell speech back in 2010 when he got fired. Sophie says, the early days of Peacock, they were kind of annoying with them freezing, and sometimes I get kicked out of the app out of nowhere. Jeff says, I just like the channel. Awesome, Jeff.
Should be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with us because there's some cool people in this chat.
Sophie says, funny, Batista and John Cena both retired from the WWE before The Rock officially retires. I don't give a flying crap about The Rock. That guy's
Why
a
would The
sellout
Rock
loser.
retire?
Sophie says, this pay-per-view is sort of flying by.
We're not even halfway. We're an hour and a half in. And we're not halfway. That doesn't seem flying. We've had 2 matches in an hour and a half.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how long it's really going to be.
What? The pay-per-view?
If they're like, it's a 2-hour pay-per-view.
Obviously not. They're going to fit 3 matches in the next 30 minutes.
They should. They really should. Considering the garbage that they've done to us and their 10-minute promo crap packages that nobody gives a shit about. People's like, nah, nobody cool. Not even lukewarm. People's like, oh, bruv highlights. And Sophie says, this is the 3rd match out of 5 matches.
Semanity!
She's trying really hard to say that in words that really mean something. Your voice sucks asshole so bad. Chris says, yeah, Bron match should have been 8 seconds.
With a different ending?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bruv. They need to trade her for Justin Roberts.
Yeah, they really need to give that guy a good contract. But they're like, no, we need women to be the ring announcers. Garbage.
She can be an announcer. She'll just be on AEW. We'd trade her straight across.
Ew, I don't want to see her over there. It just make it even worse than it already is. Jeff says I want Seth to win so that Judgment Day breaks up because Rhea is going to after Liv. Probably.
Yeah,
So-
I have a feeling that you could see something interesting happen. Like, hypothetically there could be a cash in here and make it a triple threat, and then Drew pins Damian,
Yeah.
and then it's like cloudy on how he lost, or Drew pins Seth, and then he's like, well, I didn't lose, but I did lose, so it could be a very cloudy finish.
Right.
Because he's supposed to leave the Judgment Day if he loses, but say what if he doesn't get pinned?
Yeah.
Because of the triple threat. So
True.
it's like, well, I'm not really out.
Mm-hmm.
They could make some drama. But I doubt that's going to happen because I don't think they want Drew to have a title right this second. Obviously, they want him to have a championship.
Yeah. So it's like, at least they start the pay-per-views a lot earlier now. You know,
Well, a
I
lot
would
of them are
rather
out
it
of
be
the country.
later. Because then I have more of my day to do shit. But they put it right in the middle of shit. Half your afternoon's gone and half your night's gone. And so you can't fucking go do anything else. It's fucking garbage. Morons. They're like, we don't care if you have things to do.
Yeah, but on
Saturday.
the East Coast, it would be nicer because you're not going to bed at 1 o'clock.
I don't give a good goddamn. Especially since they put it on Saturdays. I feel no qualms about them going to bed at 1 o'clock on a Saturday fucking night.
It's mean.
Is it? Are you gonna cry about it?
A little bit.
I figured you would.
Remy.
Josie420 in the chat says, hey, hello. Chris says, so I wonder if on Netflix if Seth will be called Seth fucking Rollins. You know, because uncensored.
It's not going to be uncensored like that.
I don't know. Jeff says, and Becky Lynch comes back. Sophie says, in the old days, we wouldn't be halfway done at this point. And Picola says, I would even choose the goddamn elite over the you can't see me guy. That's saying something, Picola. Sophie says, when Raw goes to Netflix, wonder if they are going to have pay-per-views on both Netflix and Peacock at the same time. What the fuck?
In other countries, maybe.
Jeff says, how do I watch Monday Night Raw without Netflix? Dude, have no idea. That's why I told him, I'm like, they're going to fuck themselves over with this shit.
You don't.
They seriously think that people are going to want to get another streaming service and pay for that fucking shit to be able to watch it? It's like bull fucking crap.
And you have to have cable to watch the USA one. It'd be different if they were both on there.
Yeah, but at least with the USA one, you sometimes will have other packages like YouTube TV or Apple TV or whatever. You'll have other things that aren't just cable or satellite that include it in their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. People's like Trish Adora the Explorer.
Is that what her name is?
Jeff says, I think Trish may be wrestling.
I'm watching right now, but I don't know who she is.
I don't know these people on there, but that's what Pico is talking about. But Jeff is talking about Trish Stratus, I'm thinking, because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's probably going to have a match. That's why she's back.
So,
no, I don't know if she's going to have a match tonight, but I
Yeah.
think she's going to have a match.
at some point.
A feud.
Sophie says, that's why I sometimes don't like afternoon pay-per-views because it messes your day up as well. Jeff says, correct with YouTube TV or Apple TV. And Chris says, yeah, we have cable right now, AT&T. Yeah, Trish Adora versus Timeless Tony.
Yeah. Watching that one. Up in the top left-hand corner.
Sophie says, that does stink for people that don't have Netflix. They will be missing WWE Raw for 10 years unless they find a way to watch it.
Well, they'll figure it out.
They're going to have to fucking have a different tier of their shit that's for live TV. And live TV fucking shit only. And make it cheap as fuck.
It's not happening.
Because there's no good goddamn reason that anybody
shit.
should have to pay $20
That
fucking
was a
dollars a
botch.
month to watch fucking this shit on Netflix for Raw 4 times a month.
Yeah, they're going to pay $20, $5 an episode.
Well, I hope it comes to bite him in the fucking asshole. Hugely.
It can't. You understand that,
will.
right?
At first it's going to. I bet you anything their first couple of quarters are going to suck ass.
Who?
Both Netflix and the people who own WWE.
It can't hurt WWE. They signed a guaranteed money contract. They're going to get paid no matter
Well, then
what.
it's going to hurt Netflix. So what's going to happen is that they're going to have to take away all the shit that they put money into so that they can pay their contract to them because they're not making money off of people because nobody's coming over and getting fucking shit
right,
from them.
but that's their responsibility.
That's fine.
They signed the deal.
I hope it fucks them over. I hope it fucks them over to no end. Netflix can go fucking suck a goddamn dirty teat.
Egg. Why did I say dirty boob?
Who said it was a boob?
You said teat.
Yeah.
And
A teat could be anything.
Really?
Teat could be on any kind of animal out there. It doesn't have to be a human.
What is she doing?
I don't know. Being weird. You're watching this. You're watching a pay-per-view match.
I was watching.
You're
weird
watching
ass
a
wrestling.
championship
Thanks,
match right
sweetie.
now, Travis.
I'm actually watching that.
No, you can't. You can't watch it. You gotta watch
watching
that.
me. Would you stop?
Money in the Bank.
Nobody cares about Damian Priest.
They all care about Damian Priest.
No,
Everybody
he's a jobber. He's a C+ guy.
They want the other guy to win then.
Yeah, they probably do.
Seth Rollins needs to win. Sophie says that says stink for people. I don't have it. Netflix after Raw for 10 years. Jeff said, can you YouTube stream it for free? No.
No.
No, you would get in trouble. People's like, hello, Tony is great. Hassan's in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. Happy Money in the Bank. Yeah, pay-per-view time. Jeff says, are you going to be still live streaming Raw when they go to Netflix?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Of course we will.
Chris says, yeah, WWE on Netflix is going to be terrible and you won't hear the end of it from AEW Marks. Sophie says, I think you are one of the YouTube channels that isn't happy about Raw moving to Netflix.
Why would they?
What? Give me all the pros. Every single pro. Give me the pros. That makes sense. Give me the pros. I want to hear them. Hassan says, yes for Netflix, but I like Peacock. Netflix can go bye-bye. And Jeff says, Sophie, I'm not happy too. And Peacock says, this is the struggle. And Sophie says, it'll be interesting to see how many WWE fans they are going to lose once they move to Netflix.
They're also, you can't forget the ones that they're losing when they move from Fox to USA because it's no longer on free TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge loss. They're going to lose $500K right there.
The thing of it is they're just going to have the same people that watch Raw on USA watching it.
Yeah, what it was.
The problem with them moving from one type of company off of a possible cable thing that's on multiple cable packages to a specific streaming company that charges $20 fucking a month to watch their shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Right.
That right there is a problem. They're fucking dumb. And like I said, I hope it comes back to bite Netflix in the fucking asshole. Fucking hate Netflix. And what's really sad about it is I was one of the first people that signed up for that shit back in the day. And they have gotten to the point where I fucking hate everything about that company. Everything.
Nice. I had the 3 DVD thing. Curb stop. It was a half-hearted one. Love Damian for some of the stuff that he does. It's hard for me not to like him because he is a big guy that does a lot of stuff that I appreciate.
Damian?
Mm-hmm.
Because he does some old school stuff because he was trained by old school guys.
Watching the hand, giving it away that he was going to kick out.
Right.
Like so many of the new wrestlers watch the referee.
Yeah, they're just like,
yeah.
like you can see their eyes looking at it.
And
It's
he's
ridiculous.
obviously like, the referee's going to keep the same cadence. So it's
Yeah.
1, 2, kick out.
Yeah. Sophie says I can't think of any pros at the moment, but you should because you're telling me that there's not very many that aren't happy about it. So
the pro, let's be honest, what everybody's going to say is the uneditedness of it. Like that's not happening.
That's not even a pro. Like I don't even know why they would consider what they might have a little more blood. Oh no, they might be able to say shit. You don't think that they're still not going to censor the audience with their fucking shit out there and, oh, we don't like those particular posters. You can't say that. You can't have those posters, kill Rocky, die. Oh, no. How dare they?
Right. Anyways, so there's one. And then the other one would be that there's not going to be any commercial breaks.
But there will be because they'll have to.
Okay, do you want to hear them? Or
I know, but that's the pro that doesn't make any sense.
I'm letting you know what they're saying. You don't have to argue because you already know the truth. I'm telling you what they're saying. So, unedited, no commercials, and it's going to be an edgier program. It's going to be the Attitude Era all over again. There's your pros.
Good luck.
Oh,
be delusional. Be fucking delusional. They can be delusional all they want. That's why I said it's going to come back to bite them in the asshole so fucking bad, and I cannot wait for it to happen. Like, they think this is such a great thing in all these fucking places. I mean, it could be so amazing. And it's like, you fans are retarded if you really seriously think that that's a positive thing. I don't even know what the pros are. You have to pay more money to watch something that you didn't have to pay that much money for before, that you got more out of than you do now. The fact that they're going to put it on something that does include commercials on more than half their shit, especially if you get their lowest programming, you're still watching commercials of some kind.
Oh! Ear ringer.
The smartness knows no bounds.
Uh-oh. Seth all the way up. Here it comes.
Chris says Raw always was on Cable USA and Spike, and SmackDown always on free basic TV like UPN, then My 20 TV, and then they used to be the CW.
Yes.
Piccolo says, so did any sports ball lose money moving back and forth to other streaming service?
I don't know if it's ever been done before.
This is the first time that a lot of them have been putting it on streaming services like Amazon and stuff like that.
Yeah, the NFL just signed like a 10-year deal or something. There it is.
Drew McIntyre is going to come down to pretend. He's definitely not going to cash in. He's not going to.
Just wait and see. It's Triple H now, so it's different.
Nah.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be a triple threat.
There's no way.
Damian doesn't get the L.
Sophie says, I wish they just put Raw on Peacock. And Chris says, remember, wasn't Netflix basically the red box at McDonald's? Yeah. Sophie says...
so he's giving it to him if the bell rings here.
Oh, God, don't do it. Don't do it. It's now a triple threat
There it is.
match.
There's the bell, so it's official. And Seth hit him. Future shock. Kip up.
Well, Damian better get his ass back in there since it's a triple threat.
This happened at WrestleMania one year. Now Drew just, or not, what's his name? Damian just hit him with a clothesline. Drew should be super fresh. They're making it like he has a disadvantage. He'd have a huge advantage.
Well, he had that ladder match earlier, you know,
Uh-huh.
so it
Who
was
was
very
it?
trying on him. That
CM
13
Punk
minutes.
interfered. So they're just wasting the briefcase this year.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah. Huh. A receipt. This wouldn't be a receipt. Isn't there anybody in the ring?
No, we don't want to watch that, by golly gee whiz. Why would we?
That's weird. They just don't care about the Money in the Bank this whole year.
It's funny that they made such a big stinky deal about it, and all of a sudden it means nothing. Good job. So fucking dumb. So it's like, we don't know how commercials will work when Raw moves to Netflix. Exactly how they work
See,
with
if Punk
Netflix
wants
now.
that, He's got to go get one of those guys, beat him up, and have Drew pin him. And he might want that.
He might. Rebecca's like, achoo, my kitty just made me sneeze. Chris says, yeah, they don't want to show the Joe Hendry posters. Sophie says the pro I could think of with SmackDown on USA Network is that we don't have to worry about baseball playoffs.
No, he just took it to Drew.
Chris says Seth won. And then Sophie says the pro date about Raw going to Netflix is that you probably don't have to wait 30 days like you usually do when they hit Peacock. Chris says the ref counted 3 Drew, and then Chris says CM Punk, and then Sophie says, so this is a triple threat?
It's over. Was, yeah. Damian hangs on. He's still in the bloodline. It's some bad booking. They could have done a lot better.
That's fucking just...
this is Triple H booking, or Tony Khan booking.
Jesus Christ almighty. It's like the fucking dumbest fucking shit.
He's cost him twice the championship. Now they're going to put the title on Gunther. Hopefully Drew gets revenge on this dude. He's cost him the title twice.
Pickle is like, blah, ha, ha. Crystal is like, CM Punk. And Sophie says, so with this being a triple threat, does that null and void the gentleman's agreement between Seth and Damian? And Chris
Well, it
says,
doesn't
what,
matter
BS,
anyways
man?
now.
And Pickle says, so did he cash in officially? Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He rang the bell. He doesn't have the briefcase. It was just a waste of... A waste of a pay-per-view. Why even fucking have it? Why even fucking have it? Like, why even bother? Fucking dumbass fucking shit. Chris says, but sometimes it's not an official cash-in if they run away.
Yeah,
So,
he cashed in and lost. He got pinned.
Sophie says, we haven't seen a failed cash-in with the men's briefcase in a while. And Pico's like, and still, thank you, Punk. And Chris says, they should have made Gable or LA Knight win. Yeah, why even fucking, why? Like, they could have at least put it somewhere where it would have been funny or had a storyline or something like that. Instead, it's just garbage.
Go get you some triple threat. Does he have rainbow shoes on?
Yeah, I don't fucking care. I don't give a good goddamn about that fucking piece of shit. At all.
Wouldn't it be funny if he had the Young Bucks pump shoes on? Since he got fired because of them.
Ugh. Chris says they should have made Gable or that. Sophie says so we are getting Damian versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I'm surprised. Chris says, honestly, these payback segments by Punk and Drew are annoying as fuck. We've seen these before, but this is on another level of annoying. Sophie says CM Punk cost Drew the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times in 3 pay-per-views. Hazar Hassan is in the chat. Hazar says, who win? Well, Damian retained his title.
Damian.
Retained that title. Not that he deserves it, but whatever. Chris says Rollins still hates Punk, and Piccolo says, why hold Sethy Poo back? And Sophie says, if this was the planned result of the briefcase, it could have given it to Gable or Jay. So Rollins can't challenge as long as Damian is champion?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, zeked up. Whatever that means.
I don't know what it means either.
So we got the women next, I take it.
Sophie says, still don't understand why they didn't make this main event. This is how you could have ended the pay-per-view with.
Nah. You gotta have Cody in the main event. He's the face to your franchise right now, with Roman gone. And Roman might show up, hypothetically. I doubt it, but he could.
It'd be hilarious. He could, but he's not going to. His dad just died, so he's not going to show up. But he should show up and then put Solo over his knee and spank him with a big, fat paddle.
Spank his hiney.
Just break it over his ass. Then put him in the corner where he belongs. Pickle's like, and everyone would be salty till Monday. People are going to be salty till Monday or for a while anyways. It doesn't really matter. Well, I guess we know for sure that for a whole nother month we have perfect piece of shit Damian Priest as a supposed champion. Congratulations. Woo. Chris is like, oh, fuck yeah, Tiffany wearing green. Well, that's good, I guess. Wouldn't know. We're still seeing a commercial break, so, you know, it's a good thing that they have that commercial so that they say that you're not supposed to see.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking losers.
It does have makes more sense for him to lose to Gunther
Yeah.
than Seth or Drew.
Yeah, I understand that and stuff like that. But it's just it's just a waste.
They could have left the briefcase.
They could have left the briefcase the fuck alone out of all of it. He could have just came down and bided his time, you know, and all that stuff. And fucking Punk still could have come out and attacked him. Made it so that Seth and Damian were all like discombobulated about what's going on. Seth's completely like, that fucker, I hate that motherfucker, you know, and gets completely sidetracked with CM Punk out there too. And then Damian still wins. Who fucking cares? You could have done it different. Instead, they're like, no, we don't want you to carry around that briefcase, by God, gee whiz. We want to get rid of it as fast as possible. They better do the same fucking shit for the women then.
The women always do that. But there's no women's matches tonight, so it'd be hard to cash in.
Get the fuck rid of it immediately. Like,
Cash
you
in
don't.
on Cody.
Yeah, just cash in on whoever. Like, I just want to. Nope. We're going to have a surprise match right now. I want that title right now.
Not happening.
Why are we seeing this?
They're building up Gunther for SummerSlam.
But why? It's supposed to be a Money in the Bank. This is shit that doesn't need to be even told on a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Jesus Christ.
It's called filler.
Well, they don't even need it. I don't even know why it's there. Makes no sense whatsoever.
It lengthens the time of the show.
And they don't need to.
Maybe they're promised 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
There's just an hour left.
So he says the timing of both the men's Money in the Bank, Seth versus Damian versus Drew wasn't that one. Chris says Drip Kaiser promo. So he said Damian versus Gunther at SummerSlam 2 heels. So he says Bayley versus Nia Jax for SummerSlam should be confirmed as well. So he says they could have hold the briefcase until Monday, or even better, wait till SummerSlam to cash in. Chris says Stratton better walk out as champ. Josh Joseph in the chat says, is best Jay should have won Money in the Bank, to be honest. Wouldn't have made any fucking difference. At this point, I feel like it's just a wasteful of shit. Why even bother having it? They should just get rid of Money in the Bank altogether.
Oh my god.
It's garbage. It makes no sense to even have it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't amount to much of anything. They don't do any cool storylines with it or anything like that. They just make it into a joke. Literally a fucking joke.
Damian cashed in, won the championship.
Yeah, he made it a joke as well while he had it.
He still has it.
He's made the championship a joke. He made the Money in the Bank shit a joke. They're like, we're going to try to make you relevant. It still didn't work. Garbage.
He's a mid-carder, but I do like things about him.
Sophie says there has been times the men's Money in the Bank cast in on the same night, won it, and there are times like Damian and Austin Theory where they hold out for a long time before cashing in.
Right.
Josh Joseph says, hopefully the women's Money in the Bank is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get Chelsea or Tiffany to win it, but I just don't know.
It's going to be the quitter, and then she's going to try to take it off of Bailey because she was all eyeing her all weird.
Mm-hmm. They're going to show, holy shit. Hey, is that little guy he used to be tag team partners with? It is, isn't it? Marco Stunt or whatever.
Where?
The little guy he used to be tag team partners with. Watch this. He just darts him.
Oh. I had no idea he was still around.
I didn't either.
I thought he was broken and couldn't even do anything anymore.
WWE gave up on the wrestling.
Yeah.
The last match ended like 12, 15 minutes ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like the most boringest fucking shit. I don't know who's telling them how to do their shit or who's in charge of this kind of crap. And if it is Triple H and he's okay with this, he's a fucking idiot. Because it's boring as fuck. If I could leave and change the channel, I fucking would have an hour and a half ago. Especially when they started giving 20 fucking minute promo shit of nothing.
Girls next.
Talking about that goddamn dumbass whole fucking Dwayne Johnson on there. Having his moment about whatever WrestleMania shit they have on YouTube. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Moments.
Fuck. Fucking Jesus.
They gotta give us the history of the women's Money in the Bank. London, England. That was last year.
I can't listen to this fucking garbage shit.
Oh, I took mine out a long time ago.
Fucking retarded shit that they have on here. Boring ass crap. It's not a cinematic effect, people. It's a fucking pay-per-view of fucking wrestling. Oh no, let's have garbage shit on here. That makes it so much better. Actually, it's not. So he says Money in the Bank's been around for 20 years. You know what? Maybe it's time to fucking retire it. Get the fuck rid of it. Because it doesn't seem to make a good goddamn bit of difference for anything. So he says in the first couple years, winning the Money in the Bank was a big thing, and sometimes they have the eventual winner lose before they cash it in.
That's true.
Piccolo says, yes, thank the doofus son-in-law. Sophie says usually they don't want both the men's and women's Money in the Bank briefcase to be around at the same time. Sophie says, I meant when one briefcase cashing happened quickly, the other Money in the Bank holder holds it for a while. What the fuck difference does it goddamn make? It's not like the women Money in the Bank winner is going to go after the men's title. Who gives a flying fuck?
You know, the women's Money in the Bank is new. I mean, what was it, 19 was their first year?
Yeah.
Or 17?
I don't remember them having very many of them, so.
James Ellsworth won the very first one right there. They're not even showing him, but he did win it. And then she cashed in. On Charlotte. They always cash in on Charlotte. Ouch. Sorry, he's poking a hole in me.
The cat?
He's sound asleep and he's like...
Oh. It's weird.
He caught a mouse in his dream.
Maybe.
Oh, it's Semanity. Must be close to match time.
I'm not going to listen to her. Can't handle her either.
Oh, Naomi coming out first. She's so good that she quit. Because of her goodness.
Yeah, quitter face. So we said Carmelo was the first Money in the Bank female winner, and she held on to it for almost a year. Carmelo cashed in on against Charlotte the week after Mania.
Yeah. Are you sure she was the first winner? It was James Ellsworth. Everybody was mad and they made him redo it. They literally redid the match. Think about how stupid that is. They did it on SmackDown. Because they're like, a boy won it, so we want to do it again. And Carmelo won it anyways, but... Absolutely hilarious. We're trying to have an all-girls thing, and they made it a boy thing. One of my other favorite things are when the women are out there wrestling, and then the dudes, the 24/7 dudes or whatever, they would just run out there and like, get in the match.
Yeah.
Remember that?
So it's like, I don't think people in the crowd follow the whole wearing white shirts the WWE told them for some reason. Because people don't like being told what to do. So it was like, yeah, she won it both in the span of a week. When they should have just been like, he was her lackey. What difference does it make? She still won it.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdos.
It was back then, SmackDown was on Tuesday. Before it went to Fox. Old Zoey. Now they need to bring out EO. That'd be my 3 least favorite in this match. But Triple H thinks she's a star, so she'll probably come out last. There's the new Irish lass kicker.
No. Sophie says this one is going to be interesting on which one they want to win between Chelsea and Tiffany. I wouldn't be mad if Zoey somehow ends up winning.
Ew.
Would it make sense, though?
No, thank you. But I have a feeling it's going to be a Naomi. Just because her and Bailey have been so buddy-buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's next? Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, EO's definitely coming out loud.
Ooh. So is it interesting that the Wyatt Six didn't show up during the men's Money in the Bank match? Why would they?
It didn't
I know Chad's in it, but it doesn't change anything. It'd be different if he was about to win or something. That would make sense. But he wasn't. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess he could have been kidnapped and dragged into the back or something.
Right? Pickle's like paint drying is more exciting than Zoey winning the Money in the Bank. Wouldn't make any difference of the shit that they've had win it in the past. So he's like, I could see Becky Lynch come back before SummerSlam. So we did almost win last year at Money in the Bank.
Becky needs to stay away till the Rumble. She just left. She wanted to take some time off, not like a month. That guy with the weird mask on right there.
Mm-hmm.
He like took out the cameraman. I think he just blew his knee out.
His knee's broken forever. If it's not, then who knows?
No, he's still okay. There's Tiffany. You should wear that all the time, Tiffany.
Well, here you go, Chelsea.
Or
She's like,
Chelsea.
I'm like, that's not Tiffany. She came out early. I wasn't even paying attention to her.
She's got her Toronto colors on.
Yeah, she do.
She should have maple leaves on her tits.
All the time.
Or are they? Yeah, that is.
Those are maple leaves on her tits. Yes. I'm surprised she didn't put one directly on her coochie part, too, but she didn't. She was very polite and put it up on her waistband part.
Mm-hmm.
Cha-ching, Chelsea in the bank. Ah. Chris is like, oh, fuck yeah, Tiffy time. Picole's like, I'm pretty sure you know the saying. And Chris says, and Chelsea green. And Picole's like, almost only counts with hand grenades and horseshoes. So he says, Tiffany or Chelsea, did you hear the pot both Tiffany and Chelsea got when they came out?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
If you don't cheer for those two, there's something wrong with you. Like you got to question your freaking manhood.
Chris says, Tiffany green time.
And I told you she'd come out last because Triple H has a belief that she's a superstar.
She was a former champion, Travis.
She's just not.
She deserves a lot of extra TV time.
She's not her.
She isn't. She's not. Nothing.
She's so weird. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the New Japan stuff. I mean, she just never, tried to, incorporate it into being here or what. But, yeah. Anyways, Chris says, cool cape, though, she stole from Asuka. Pickle says, H has a hard-on for the Japanese. Apparently. Sophie says, let's see if this match has the same amount of time as the men's Money in the Bank.
Or less.
I would count on less, personally.
So it's 7:10 here. So 9:10 where you're at. See when the bell rings. So it's 7:11 now. There it is. So, right at the 7-Eleven. They all ran. They all left except for Chelsea. She tries to
Chelsea, you sweet,
oh my gosh, she
sweet,
almost
silly
got it.
girl. She's like, I guess I have to get a ladder?
Just wait for him to come to you.
She's like, oh, who's going to bring me a ladder? Oh, here, let me help you with that. Smack.
Wouldn't it be funny if she just climbed up there and won it? Like right now.
While they're all just doing their thing on the outside, she's just like, da, 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 la, 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 la.
She's the only one in there.
Go for it, girl. Just keep going.
It would have been so funny. I know it's not going to happen.
I know, but it would be pretty hilarious.
Oh, no, she's...
Who's she getting pushed? Oh, she's
she
not
said-
tall enough?
She said no.
Oh, that one's not tall enough.
Oh, I don't know. She's scared of heights.
Oh,
So she looked down after she got on the second rung. Oh, Naomi just got nailed.
I'm glad that they at least give her the humor parts. Oh, poor girl. Oh, that one did something. Chris says Triple H will need a boatload to sign Mira Shirakawa.
Not if she wants to have her name known.
So it says, Winter Peacock tells them that they have like a certain amount of time before they go off the air.
Probably not. It's their own network. It's part of Peacock. It's not Peacock. Remember, WWE Network is on Peacock. It's over on the side. You have to actually go to the WWE section. Oh, damn. Tiffany could have blown a knee out.
So it says it is 9:12 and we have one more match, which I also don't expect to last that long, as well as pay-per-view could end at 10 on my time. And Chris says, Tiffy time! Oh. I heard Valkyria. She's like, I jump high.
She beat that Sky clean.
Oh, God.
In that tournament they had.
Oh, yeah.
The Queen tournament?
Yep.
Oh, God. She tripped and... What we call sandbag. She basically made her screw up. Perfect plex? No fucking way. Ouch.
Oh, did it hurt her?
It
Oh,
hurt
bummer.
everybody.
That's sad.
The crowd. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea.
I can
Chelsea.
imagine that they are. Guess I can listen again.
Oh, here comes Zoey.
Feels like that one Stardom agent will be popping up on NXT soon. Chris says Botch Fest. Sophie says it will be interesting when the Olympics start, how it will affect
Damn,
how
Zoey
they
just
show WWE
botched too.
pay-per-views.
They're all botching. It's like watching TNA.
Well, not surprising. Most of them have never been in a fucking ladder match to save their lives, so.
Oh, fuck. She just kicked her right in the fucking nose. Zoey thinks she's a baseball player.
Pickle's like, yum, good salad. Oh, did you make yourself a salad? So because it's the people who still buy regular pay-per-views must not be getting that much stuff as we are getting on the network.
Oh, it's all the same. Because we pay for the, whatever it's called, ad-free. They just show you ads anyways, because it's all WWE ads. We just don't get the other ads that people that don't pay for it would get. Like deodorant or gasoline or whatever people buy. Oh my God. Zoey just fucked herself.
Ouch. Hope she's okay. She could get a complete concussion from that. Like,
Yeah.
badly. Like, done for.
Oh
Ouch.
God, Naomi did.
Fuck, Naomi. You are a botch-ass bitch. Fuck. Quitter face needs to go the fuck away.
Zoey was trying to do a move and then just landed on her face. These women are not very good tonight. Tiffany and Chelsea are right at home. They don't have to worry about looking good.
So it was like, the Quitter is a veteran of this match. She's been in 5 in her career.
Yeah, she definitely got the advantage. That's why I was saying she's probably gonna win it.
Chris says Tiffany also thinks she's Carlos Carrera doing that wristwatch taunt. Except she says it's Tiffany time. He says it's my time.
Oh fuck!
It's kind of the same thing, Chris. She just talks about herself from the third person. It's fine. Chris says, by the way, Miss Joe's got fucked up today by the twins. Damn it.
That's embarrassing.
Sophie says, I noticed the women botch a lot more in the same type of match the men have.
Yeah, well, it's hard for them because it's different. And you have no Baileys or Beckys or Charlottes. Even Sasha in the day. She gonna climb her? Sure is. That's awesome. What's she gonna do here? Oh God, what is she gonna do? Please don't die. Tiffy time, she says.
Fuck. Where's Chelsea Pants? Where are you, girl? Get in there.
She's coming, I guarantee.
Come on, Chelsea. Swallow your fear.
Look at this Alabama slam on the ladder. Look at this. It's actually great. She wouldn't have got hurt anyways. Zoe's like, you okay? You okay? Yep, I'm good.
She's like, yeah.
Chelsea's... Michael, what you watching, buddy?
He doesn't know who she is.
He said she's all alone in the ring.
Well, of course she is. That other one doesn't count.
Right?
What are you guys talking
Triple
about?
H's star. She can't climb any higher. I love it. She's scared of heights. She got like 4 rungs up and she's like, no, nope, not happening.
Aw, that's sad they're doing that to her. Jeez.
Nobody wants to see her win.
Chris says no Mandy's. And Sophie says this is why they sometimes start the pay-per-view off with the women. You notice all the botches. Robbie says this match slowly holding it down. And Chris says, oh, okay, that was funny. And Sophie says, and plus this is like the second or third pay-per-view for a couple of these women. Chris says Quitter thinks she's Shotzi with green hair. And Robbie says, F Chelsea, let someone go in. And Sophie says this is why you need a lot more veterans in this match.
Yeah, well, Io's supposed to be a veteran. And she's just as botchy as Naomi.
Yeah.
And those two are as veteran as you get. But I understand what you're saying. No way. Oh, that was awesome. She reverse powerbombed her onto the... Watch. A tarantula German suplex.
So he's like, oh, am I supposed to go back in here? She was going to roll out, but she talked to the ref or something. So she, like, rolled to the ref and then came back in. Weird. Robbie says, yo, take your time. Hello, like you have all the time in the world. So he says, they keep pushing that Io could be the second person to win back-to-back Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that way, though, you know.
Get it back from Bailey. Naomi all by herself. She's climbing 2 ladders at once. Uh-oh, now she's in the splits. Oh no, they're going to show it. Why wouldn't she just jump down? Okay, careful.
Oh, please hurt her. Oh no, ow. Luckily, she got taken off there. So
I don't want to see people get hurt.
Why not?
A meanie poop.
So he says this match is fun, but also boring at the same time. And Robbie says, how is Quitter in this?
She's got the briefcase in her hand, and then she just dropped it. Tiffany brought her down. Get up there, Tiffy. Nope, she just got pulled out by Naomi. Oh. Oh, look, it's Tiffany and
Chelsea
side by side.
So he says they do that sometimes by saying this person could be the second person to win.
Oh, yeah.
Back to back, it ends up happening most of the time. Chris says Tiffany Green finally meet. And Robbie says, Quitter, you twat, use both hands, brat.
There's our guy with his flag.
Oh, good for him, all out there watching.
There's Tiffany. Or Chelsea.
That's terrifying. Somebody either put that table a different way or feel like that's
Oh, look, they're working together.
their impaling thing. She's like, no, you do it. Okay, well, let's do it together.
How are they going to get it in there?
I don't think they're trying to get it in there. I think
Oh.
they're just setting it up.
Who goes through it then?
I don't know. She's just making sure it's locked in.
They figured it out, though. That is so funny they got it figured out. They took their sweet-ass time, made sure all the legs were locked.
That's all right. They can do that. Now people are getting in the ring trying to take the stuff that they really should be worried about.
She
But
just
that's all
smacked her
right.
ass.
They've been
So
smacking a
easy.
lot of asses in here. A lot of ass
Yeah.
smacking and elbow smacking in the ass. Chris says, yeah, team up. And Sophie says, whoever wins this match, let's see how long they will hold on to it before deciding to cash in. At least till Monday. Chris says, both their egos bigger than all ego Ethan Page, LOL. No.
Somebody's going to go through that ladder, and it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Probably Io, because she's the only veteran. Oh, I guess it could be the other girl. Valkyrie.
Yeah.
She's pretty athletic. A little Riho in the ring over here on AEW. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. They got all sorts of ladders and... Oh, she's way up there. She can just grab it. Just grab it. Let go. Grab it. No. Oh, no. Zoe's going to powerbomb her through. Oh. She's landing on her feet. Some of her hair got ripped out, it looked like.
I think it's feathers.
Oh.
But yeah. Yeah, she's totally got a broken back. Her legs are so not working over there.
Zoe's by herself, but she's trying to set it back up again. Why not just climb up there?
I don't know. Who knows?
Who's this girl? That Riho's wrestling. She's very curvy.
A prettier version of Rhea?
Is that, what's her name? What's her name? That's Blue, Storm Blue, Vita Blue.
I don't know. Anybody watching Collision?
Sky Blue. That's what I was trying to say.
No. Is it? She changed her looks again?
I
Or
don't know.
look?
I mean, it's
She was all
similar
dark
body.
and weird, so who knows?
Who's watching Collision? Chelsea's in trouble. Oh, Chelsea nailed her.
Robbie's like, Zoey to win? And Sophie says the only surprise we got tonight was the John Cena retirement. Ethan Page did say, like, working for AEW was horrible. And maybe whoever wins will actually wait until SummerSlam to cash in.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I mean,
what
nobody's
they'll
going to
do.
cash in tonight. Zoe's got it. She's at the top. New champ. Io's trying to get up there. Oh, she did. Zoe going through it, or is Io going through it? Oh, she's pulling her finger.
It's really sad when there's nothing happening so much that the commentators can't even say anything.
Here it comes. Zoe. Don't die. Well, there's no other action at all. Here it comes. A cutter? Is it going to be a Cody cutter? Pile driver?
Pickle's like, I was wiping down the kitchen.
She just pile drived her right into the ladder.
Mm.
Poor girl. She's like, my ass. She's still screaming. Get up there, Chelsea. It's your time. Oh my God, the crowd's going crazy. Read the decibels now.
Do not look down.
Go one more. One more. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh my god.
She's not going to get it. Somebody's down there.
Yeah.
They moved away.
Somebody shook it.
Oh, it's Tiffany.
They should just share it. Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
She hit her head. That was awesome. Well, Tiffany won because she's all by herself. Did you get it?
No, she's not. If she's taking that much time, Quitter's probably going to be right there. Oh, she got it. All right.
It's Tiffy time. So 17 minutes. Same. Look at you.
She's still holding her ass. She's like, I fucking broke my tailbone.
I got my ass broken.
My hole. My hole.
God, it's going to be another hour before the next match starts.
At least.
It's weird that the build-ups to the matches last longer than the matches. It's like Vince McMahon's back.
What? No. Triple H is doing such a better job. Fucking dumb. People's like, I was wiping down the kitchen. Do we know, do you know the girl on Collision, Piccola, that's up against Riho?
Right this second. Well, now there's
Well,
a
it's
full
a commercial, but
Well,
do you
it went
know
to
who
full,
that
yeah.
is? Chris says Tombstone through the ladder. Chris is like green. And then Sophie's like, I think I like the women's Money in the Bank match a lot better than the men for some reason. And Piccolo says it's Lassie something or Lady Frost. She's from Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, she has very nice curves in all the right
Interesting.
places.
Okay. Chris says Tiffany betrays Green. And Sophie says Chelsea almost won like Jay almost did before. It is Tiffy time. Well, Chris, somebody had to go through the tables. And since they both set them up, it was going to be one or the other of them, not somebody else. So.
That was awesome.
Piggle says, great match, LOL. I catch the highlights. Sophie says, I remember these matches usually take a lot longer than 17 minutes. Sophie also says, I would have lost my money on my prediction with both ladder matches. And I wonder with this one. I figured it was going to be one or the other.
Right.
I figured it might be more Tiffany than Chelsea. I was just hoping they weren't going to go with the quitter face because
I was waiting on it to be Naomi.
I would figured because just how things were playing out, if these two weren't kind of in it more, then it would totally be the quitter and it would have just been the way it was.
Yeah, tell us what's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh my God, because we care so much about what's going to happen on an NXT garbage shit that nobody cares about, but you should tell us some more about it. Because, you know, everybody cares.
Because it's Heat Wave.
Are you sure? Because I feel like they're lying.
It's a Heat Wave. We're in a heat wave. Starting today.
Pickle says Tiffany is giving Britney Spears slave for you.
Vibes.
Sophie says, well, with both matches I gave different predictions. Chris says the entire arena giving standing ovation for Tiffany. Chris also said, I only care about my boy, Obafemi destroying everyone in NXT and sexy Lola Vice and Ariana Grace and maybe Sol Ruka. Sophie says at one point, I think I predicted Jay and Chelsea. Another time I predicted Chad and Tiffany. And another time I picked Drew and Chelsea.
Why are they standing up clapping? I'm not listening.
They're not doing anything. They're just talking. They're just yackle talking about nothing.
I honestly don't even want to watch this last match. Ugh. Like, there's no one in it that even is interesting storyline-wise.
True.
For me.
So this is August 3rd for SummerSlam. Is it weird that they are doing SummerSlam at the beginning of August is rare? And Piccolo says, how does Riho win all the time?
Just talent.
She's just amazing in her little tininess. Little tiny girls win constantly. They can't help themselves. It was why I always played those kind of characters in my RPG games.
But with a huge sword. That's bigger than she is.
Usually. Chris says, not even Cody is interested. Or interesting. Like, this whole, like, 6-man thing is just garbage to me. I don't even care.
Well, when you take... It's the same thing with the Wyatt Six. Whenever you take a bunch of C guys, C-listers, whatever you want to call them, D-listers, C-listers, and you put them in a group, it doesn't make them better. And without Roman there, it's still just Sikoa.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah, he's still a C guy. Like, he's not
didn't
better.
Make him better.
He's not better because he put gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
He's not better because he can beat up Paul Heyman. He's still shit. The other two have never proven themselves in the WWE. And now there's a new one, the Jacob Fatu. He's never done anything in WWE. So you can't say, oh, he did all this here, when here is all that matters. It doesn't matter what you did anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
And so until Roman comes back, the Bloodline is a mid-card thing.
Pickles like Travis, wow, no love for the grandson of a plumber.
I don't mind Cody. I'm just saying that it's the Bloodline part of it. And then Cody is with the who's who of, you know, next generation wrestlers, which is Randy. And then Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, to me, is the B guy. He's a B. Not a B
Right.
plus, not a B minus, just a B. Very solid guy you want on your team.
Sophie says, who gets the pinfall and who wins this match will be interesting. Cody could have taken a pay-per-view off, and I don't think people will notice.
Yeah.
Piccolo says, and I bet they're putting over Tribal Timu.
Yeah. Yeah, Tribal Team U is definitely winning. And they're going to pin Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Or
Sophie
Randy.
says, Solo is the new Tribal Chief, even though he lost every match in the WWE, which I find funny.
He's like 1-41 or something.
I don't. I have no respect for this at all. It's kind of like the Wyatt Six stuff. It's fucking dumb as fuck, too. So, to me, it's all dumb. I just am like, and dumb.
Yeah, the Cody's fine. Like, I'm glad he won. I'm glad all the stuff with Cody's happening. It's just who he's wrestling. They're going to win, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
I guess Triple H had to talk to the authorities to get Jacob Fatu into Canada. Surprised you didn't go off on that one.
About Canada? What about Canada?
That Triple H had to talk to Jacob or to the authorities about Jacob Fatu coming.
They were probably like, he's only allowed to stay this long and in this area, and you better have it under fucking control at all times, and he's not allowed to leave the premises of anything.
Right.
And then he goes the fuck back if he's a bad person in any way.
Tiffany in the bank. Tiffy in the bank.
think that's every way that she should be treated.
Trish acting like she did anything besides have nice boobs.
Yeah, she thinks she's a winner.
She has a banging body, I guess.
She's like, I spent a lot of time on my knees for this opportunity to be a host of Money in the Bank.
I was on my knees more than Shawn Michaels.
Right. Ah, fuck. Ah.
With all these stories about Vince, it's like, how the hell did Vince have time to have a marriage and kids?
Fuck all these people and
like
all this
literally
stuff
like
and just
everyone.
constantly just fucking everybody.
Like,
and
did he have any semen
running
left?
a business like he did? And I mean,
He's like, Linda had sex 5 times today.
with everybody.
We had Triple H first. They had the 1, 2, 3 kid. Chris Benoit. Shawn Michaels. Trish Stratton. Let's see if we can make Shane. I guess he had all of his kids before he was super wealthy, huh? So yeah, that makes sense.
So for the last year, we had the awesome Roman Solo versus the Usos main eventing the show. And Chris says, might as well have Wyatt Schatz versus Bloodline shitfaces. Pico says, and it's kind of TK Triple H putting your champion in a 6-man tag. Chris says Tiffany and Trish, and Sophie says, I think they don't know what to do with Cody until Roman and The Rock come back. Pico says, do better, Triple H. Oh, except for the Punk thing. Chef's kiss. Chris says, fuck off, Jackie Redmond on professional commentary. You're supposed to be unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie says they're setting up a Trish versus Tiffany feud, and Pico's like, blah. Chris says, hell yeah, on her knees. Tiffany, lucky she doesn't have to do that. We don't know.
We don't know shit.
Pico has got the eggplants out there, and Sophie says the 6-man tag. They could have done that last night on SmackDown. They could have done a different match for tonight. And Chris says Vince having orgies every night, right? I mean, just constantly. I mean, the list of people that he supposedly fucked, kind of like Dana White. The list of people he supposedly fucked to whatever he did, man. That guy is a busy motherfucker. They're all just so fucking busy all the time. I don't even know how they run their promotions, how they make sure they have the fighters fighting who they're supposed to, making the venues like they're supposed to, doing all that stuff, plus whatever else it is that they're doing. Is there a bug?
No, it's my shoe.
Oh, he's like, I fucking love this shit. He's like, it's all fluffy. Fluffy! So he says there's a joke this Bloodline storyline can go another 50 years since the Usos and Solo's fourth brother is wrestling too.
Yeah, and they all have kids. Oh. Hey, there's Joe White. Guns. And that weird monkey kid. The Neanderthal.
Oh, God.
Get you some vodka.
Vodka?
Some Wheatley vodka.
Ew.
Here comes Randall. From the STL. Surprised he doesn't come out to Nelly. From STL.
People's like, Jacob Fatu has a ton of kids. That's a lot of children. It's like 3,000. Sophie says Kevin Owens' son just started wrestling. The Bloodline family tree is like the Baldwins and Wayans at this point. People says, and you know Randy Orton has children. Shane O'Mac has kids. We have Bloodline versus Nepo babies till 2075 at least. Well, at this point, they can't be the Bloodline anymore because there will be Nepo babies as well. So it's just going to be the Nepo babies against the Nepo babies because they're all going to get put into it because look what Dwayne Johnson did with his daughter. She's a Nepo baby. There you go. Already started.
They'll just start their own
The
organization.
Bloodline, quote unquote, Nepo baby. Chris says, yeah, Triple H now has under table girls like Candace, Shotzi, Indy, maybe Becky. For sure, possibly Bliss when she was here. And I want to say Ronda, but she went AWOL and no is throwing everyone under the bus. She has no room to talk. She fucked Dana White, I heard from Trust Me Bro. That bitch has nothing to say.
That was Shell posted it on Twitter.
Trust me, bro. That's not an allegation either. That's real information. Chris says, yeah, Travis had come out to Nelly's song Ride With Me. Sophie says, wonder when Jacob Fatu is going to take over this version of the Bloodline from Solo. Piccolo says Seth and Beck's kid will be in Royal Rumble 2040. Sophie says Canada is close to America. Are you sure about that?
2040 is too soon, isn't it?
Why? It's 24.
So that would be 26? No, that would be 16. It'd be only like 18 years old.
It's fine. It's a girl. Doesn't matter. Chris says, yep, now Rock Daughter probably under the table. With her dad?
Ew.
I mean, that's how she got the job. Sophie says we still don't know if The Rock will be involved with War Games this year. I wish he would just go the fuck away. Personally, he needs to go the fuck away and be something else. That guy fucking annoys me. People's like, pimp juice. Ooh, gonna let her loose.
Old Cody. Tony Khan putting his champion this way.
Feels like something Cody Rhodes. And Chris like, oh, gee, now we have incest in the bloodline. Super fucked up, man. It's true. Might as well. How else are they getting their jobs? All they wanted to do was meet Cody. They did it. Picole's like, whoa. And so he's like, Triple H kids will take over for him one day whenever he retires from his duties.
They're all women.
Yeah, we know how the wrestling gigs treat women. He better teach them young what they're supposed to do.
Ew, would you quit? Disgustingness.
I didn't say he was doing it to them. So he says, have you noticed Randy Orton always eyes the WWE Championship behind Cody Rhodes' back? As he should. Randy isn't a good guy. Hello? Where have you
He's a legend killer, and Cody's a legend. To take my freedom. Maybe he should kick the Tongans out of the Bloodline.
Chris is like, oh, yeah, Steph daughters, LOL. Becker Bargain is in the chat. Hey, Becker.
Hey, boss.
Thanks for being here tonight. We're just watching the final match of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Starting right now.
Sophie says I saw a pic of Stephanie with her daughters. They are cute. I'm sure they're adorable. Pickle says, man, 15 world championships combined in that ring. 14 from Randy, 1 from Cody, and a Canadian. Not the Canadian! Ugh, the whole thing's ruined. Sophie says WWE has been interested in Jacob Fatu for a long time. Chris says, what if Roman just comes out right now? No match. Right. JD King in the chat says, hey guys, hey JD, how's it going?
Woo! Are you going to let him in the ring?
They're never going to start this, are they? It's just going to go on and on like this garbage for at least another 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Cody's got a camel toe happening. Jesus Christ, man. Gross, dude. So it was like Kevin Owens also was a WWE champion as well. But was he? I mean, was he?
Yeah, he was the Universal Champion. He got it handed to him by Triple H when he attacked Seth. When he was working for the, whatever they were called. The Authority.
Chris. Cody's tights up to his nipples. Well, he's got to give himself a camel toe somehow, I guess. JD says, do you think Shane McMahon's going to join AEW?
Why not?
Sure.
Him and Vince.
They should just go over
the
there.
The dynamic duo.
Take it over. Totally put Tony Khan in the corner where he belongs. So this is Cody and Randy were a team before.
Fuck you, Solo. Fuck you, Solo. Canada. Look at that. He tags out immediately. Solo's just so smart. The tiny Tongan. Here he comes. He's a shoddy. I do love his dad. I can't talk shit about his dad. The tiny Tongan was part of the Bloodline, or the Bullet Club, they said, in Japan.
Are they? Chris says Solo as well. And Pico says first time in a long time there's no wise men at the apron. Chris says I'll remember Shane and Vince versus the Cons. Yeah.
Cons win.
Sophie says, I'm surprised this Bloodline doesn't have, like, whatever Paul Heyman role was. I thought they would debut that person tonight. Sophie says, do you think this John Cena retirement from the WWE means he could go to AEW next year?
Nah.
Yeah, I think he's going to totally turn his back on WWE that he's utilized forever. And all of those kids that he's, like, given Make-A-Wishes to and stuff being John Cena. And he's just going to become somebody else entirely because John Cena is owned by WWE. Exactly.
He's going to be John Cena, and he's going to show up, and then he's going to turn heel and have a 10-year run. And we're going to have the Monday Night Wars.
What will his music be like? Well, how dark can it go? How will it go? It'll be dun 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 dun, but it won't be. It'll be like slowed down and like deepened or something on a different register. Chris says, yeah, both of the Tongans were Gorillas of Destiny and Bullet Club with Cody. Yeah, I don't know that, so Chris, I really just don't care. See how that goes?
He's just saying because I had said that they were in the Bullet Club.
Right. I understand that. But unless it's relevant to what's happening now, it doesn't matter what they did. Piccolo says, yep, that's all true. The Good Brothers were all chilling together with Tiny Tongan. JD says, I wish Dr. Death Steve Williams was alive. He would have been better than Hulk Hogan to replace the WCW Bash at the Beach against Ric Flair.
All right, let's not say words like that.
Sure,
I
JD.
love Dr. Death Steve Williams, by the way. But he's not better than Hulk Hogan.
So he says, I saw matches of Tonga Loa. He botches a lot.
Well, he's so tiny.
How could he? He's amazing and, like, so perfect. Piccolo's like, I sure hope the fuck not. He's going to wear a mask, be a luchador called Juan Cena. Piccolo's like, wow, deep wounds.
Juan Cena.
Juan Cena.
Jose Cena. It's music. It has trumpets in it. It's all metal.
It's got a mariachi band. Somebody remake his music really quick with horns and mariachi band. So he says Cody didn't want to tag in Randy for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to take his time and murder the guy some more. I don't know.
Randy just threw his ass outside. No way. Right out of the gate. Hey, thanks for showing up to WWE TV. He got DDT'd in his first. Uh-oh, he's back up. He's doing the Goldberg. He must have grew up watching Goldberg.
Oh,
He doesn't realize
he's
the
all
guy's...
standing. So he says Cody didn't want to tag him. Oh, I read that. Walter's back. Says, hey, Daphne, who won? Just an update. The women's Money in the Bank, Tiffy won that. Before that, Sami Zayn retained the title with what's-his-face?
Yep.
Against Bron Breakker. And Damian retained his title, and Drew tried to cash in, and CM Punk fucked everybody in the ass, literally. It happened on TV and everything. They had to, like, blank it out a whole bunch of times. It was terrible. So it was like, today's pay-per-view is where we normally would see where they are going for SummerSlam. Yeah. And right now they're having that 6-man match of the Bloodline fakers against the 3 put together. And Cody has a ginormous camel toe tonight. Just making sure I get all the updates correct.
Yeah.
And Picole's like, no Vaseline. He didn't even, not even a courtesy reach around. It was awful. All right. Walter's like, okay, thanks. Did CM Punk beat up Drew? He did. He beat him up after he cashed in his briefcase and made sure he lost. They made it into a triple threat of Seth, Drew, and Damian when Drew cashed in. So it was a triple threat at that point because Damian and Seth were still in the fight. And they were doing their thing, and then CM Punk came down and beat the crap out of Drew, beat him up with a chair and all kinds of stuff. And then he somehow got back in the ring, and Damian pinned him. So, there you go. People's like, well done. Sophie says Kevin Owens has been feuding with the Bloodline for 4 years, and I think he didn't win that many matches that he has against all forms of the Bloodline. Right. Yeah, maybe they should just give up on it since it hasn't really gone anywhere. And all it is a stalemate of stagnant crap.
He was even losing
collecting
to
mosquitoes.
Sami Zayn in the Bloodline.
Yeah, fucking dumb. They're like, no, let's keep doing it. And it's like, how about not?
The tiny Tongan flying over the top rope.
Walter's like, the Bloodline will lose. Sure, Walter. Sure, sweetie. Piccolo says chair shots choked him with a cable wire. He threw a hand grenade. Brick almost killed a man. It was just terrible. CM Punk's just fucking everybody in the ass.
Hit him in
no
the head
Vaseline,
like
no reach arounds. Violated him. Took his pants off and threw him back in the ring. Then Damian got on top of him and covered him up. It was terrible. Picole's like, CM Punk needs to lay low for a while. So if it's like Damian versus Gunther, that looks like a house show match to me than a SummerSlam main event.
Yeah, as Gunther wins the World Championship. You don't see titles change hands at house shows very often.
No.
Kevin Owens in his blue shoes. He's going Crip. Uh-oh. Cannonball.
Walter's like, okay, bye. See you Monday for Raw. Thanks. You're welcome, Walter. See you on Monday, bud. Sophie says Kevin Owens fought Roman Reigns like at 3 straight Royal Rumble pay-per-views and he almost beat him. You know, almost doesn't count.
Not wrestling.
So why are we still seeing it? Why are we still seeing this? Why? I feel like they're the only people making the Bloodline anything, and it's dumb at this point and lame, and who cares? I don't even care. Like, I don't care who wins or loses in this. I feel like...
Jacob Fatu obviously watched Goldberg because he wrestles just like him.
Yeah.
Just not as strong as Goldberg was.
What? Not surprising.
But he has the same techniques and the same facial expressions. The same movements.
Pickle's like, Jacob Fatu had a pretty big belly. He really slimmed down. It's probably a good thing.
Nope, into the ropes. Here comes a young Rikishi. He's got to start putting that butt weight on. So he can look like his daddy.
Who is?
Solo.
Oh, Stinkface?
Rikishi.
Yeah. So he's like, at least we are getting CM Punk versus Drew. That is more of a match that screams SummerSlam than Cody versus Solo and Gunther versus Damian. Jacob Fatu got into wrestling by watching his cousins, the Usos.
Yeah, and must have loved
It
Goldberg.
could have never been because of the rest of his family at all. It's just because of the Usos.
The Uso Penitentiary.
Definitely not because of his, father or grandfather or uncles or any of those people.
No, definitely not.
None of those, for sure. Pickle's like, they're all wearing boots. Are they with the fur?
I used to think they said spurs.
Spurs? Boots with the spurs?
Mm-hmm. Boots with spurs.
Well, that's
Got
funny
the
because,
whole
like,
cup
the
looking
poker
at
face song.
Uh-huh.
It's fuck her face, not poke her face.
Uh-huh.
It's fuck her face.
Well, it's fuck.
Yeah. So, Sophie says, which was a better pay-per-view, King and Queen of the Ring or this?
Probably King or Queen. This one hasn't done it for me at all. And it's probably because there hasn't been any stars. They decided to try to do a starless pay-per-view. I mean, Cody's there, but he's not highlighted in this. Yeah, Fatu, goodness. So, how is Fatu related to Roman, and are they brothers?
Who?
Jacob Fatu. Or is he just their first cousins? Because Umaga is his uncle, so that would be the...
Jacob Fatu is the son of Sam Fatu, popularly known by his professional wrestling name, the Tonga Kid. Roman Reigns' father, Sika Anoa, and Sam Fatu's father, Afoa Anoa, were siblings, which makes Roman Reigns and Sam Fatu first cousins, and this relation makes Roman Reigns whatever. He says uncle, but I don't think that's right. Like, just...
But they are very related.
They're second cousins.
Yeah.
Basically, third cousins.
Kevin's like, please help me. They are beating the shit out of poor Kevin. Oh, Cody just got nailed.
Yeah, they're just cousins.
Randy, pay attention to what's happening in the ring.
Weirdly, they're calling it a second uncle, but
Oh,
I've never
shit.
heard of that in my entire life, and that sounds gross and whatever you want to call it with that kind of stuff. Let's see.
Psycho. Nothing.
Peagle says exactly 100. Sophie says, do you think that Jacob Fatu and the rest of the new bloodline would have signed with the WWE if Vince was still around?
Probably not.
Peagle says Jacob Fatu has Ming Umaga Goldberg hybrid. Sophie says that John Cena retirement announcement could have been saved for Raw. The whole bloodline family tree is very confusing. And Piccolo says, remember Tonga Kid was managed by Captain Lou Albano. Mm-hmm. So it says this pay-per-view has been alright. It wouldn't be a pay-per-view I would watch again or recommend it to anyone to watch. Well, I sure wouldn't.
I'm just waiting for it to be over.
At this point, I can't wait for it to be over.
It's supposed to change the landscape of wrestling. So there's got to be something big that happens at the end of this.
I guess.
Unless that was John Cena's retirement thing.
Maybe. So changed everything.
He has no morals. Why is it always windy? It's been windy all year.
It's because it's Idaho. I don't know why you think it would be different. Our whole state is basically the windy state. I don't know why people think that Chicago's so windy. Come to fucking here.
It is windier than here. I looked it up. Not a lot.
Wise. He's going to step on your stuff. Hopefully you don't have anything dangerous. There he goes. Oop, there it is. And we're set.
Cody's finally got in there.
Oh no, he might do something. Piccolo's like, hot tag, baby. Piccolo also said he literally jumped so high he smacked the corner post. Zoe says, I sometimes watch pay-per-views, but it gotta be one that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
They're getting less and less memorable. Cody Cutter to the tiny Tongan. Fatu went right out of the ring.
Ooh. So he says at least we got 5 more WWE pay-per-views of the year left.
At least. That's terrible. Should be like 3.
Seems like too many. Oh my god, he's in the ring.
Oh, he hit his head. Hopefully he's okay. Tonga Loa. It's empty in the magazine if you're going to try to use slang. It's not a clip, you weirdo. no, spear.
Oh no, he speared him.
That's it. It's over. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh no, Cody kicked out somehow.
Somehow he did it. I don't know how he did. That camel toe probably helped him.
That'll get you to kick out.
It really will. Especially if it pulls up in there.
Yeah, that'll definitely
Make you uncomfortable.
start you kicking. Oh God, kicked her right in the head. Kicked the doctor right in the head. That's funny. Do you think the doctor's going to have a concussion?
Oh my God, not the doctor kicking.
Yeah, his feet kicked her right in the face.
Oops.
She was sitting behind there.
Oh.
It was Jacob Fatu's foot.
Whoopsie. Piccolo says, ooh, that dive, and the other Tongan smacked his cranium. Oh,
Yeah, I seen that. Hopefully he's okay.
did he die over there? Sad.
Cody, come on. This guy's nothing. You should have beat him already. Oh no. Referee just got nailed. Uh-oh. Cody. Crossroads. That's it. There's no referee, though. What do you do?
Oh no, the referee is broken. The referee's like, oh God. Oh no. Just beat him up a lot and see what happens.
Uh-oh. He's getting up. He's going to get RKO'd. Back to next Tuesday. Or last Tuesday. One of the two. But there's no referee. The solo has been decimated.
Feels like a dusty finish, would you? Look at that. So it says, when did WWE pay-per-views start to become mid?
Triple H.
He would never do something like that, Travis. This is bad-mouthing somebody.
It's when Tony Khan took over. Disguised as Triple H. Did you shut the window? Did you hate it?
He's like, I hate everything about this.
He's like, I'm going to
computer
poop on it.
He's like, I'm going to try stuff. He's going to load some things.
This is
The
AI.
co-pilot stuff's happening.
This is AI. This is nice. He's giving thrust kicks to everybody.
Not the Jacob Fatu.
Oh, God, he hit the ref again. That poor referee. He's going to have to get all sorts of surgeries.
Damn ref just getting all up in the way.
47 surgeries later, he can come back to America. You don't want to get surgeries in Canada.
No, well, you wouldn't. You would literally be on a waiting list for probably like 2 years or more. Pickle's like, they about to shield power bomb Solo. And Sophie says, out of all the pay-per-views we got so far this year, I think this is one of the pay-per-views I didn't like. Pickle's like, damn, ref, he's just getting shots all around. Yeah, he just can't get out of the way to save his life. The fact that another referee hasn't come down there yet is weird.
Holy crap. This is awesome, people are telling us. But it's a hard job to silence a foreign crowd.
Yeah.
Did he hit him
Pickle's
twice?
like, it's delivering great carnage. Corey lost his headset.
Look at Randy.
Randy's like, hey, buddy, gotcha. The RKO's out of no. Oh, that guy's like, what happened? Where's my buddy?
Look behind you.
Oh, no, there's the solo guy. He's out. Oh, no. Oh.
Uh-oh, spiked him.
He stabbed you in the neck with his weird thumb.
That's it. But there's still no referee. It doesn't matter. He's like, dude, I'm fat. I don't bridge out of things. Look behind him. do anything.
So it was like, I usually like the Money in the Bank pay-per-views. I'm sure they're normally really good.
Yeah, they're just putting the Bloodline stuff in there. It shouldn't have been in here. And it would have made it
yet.
better. It's not as good without Ronda Rousey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's going to die. Here it comes. Throat punch.
And people is like the executioner on Cody.
There's nobody there. Cody loses. Why? Because he's a loser.
Wow. That's
Why
a hell
not?
of a way to show your champion. Congratulations, WWE, and your shit fuck garbage.
Tony Khan doing it again. Doing it a while.
Not one person in the audience give a fucking flying fuck.
Hey.
You're gonna get the spray. I'll spray you.
Well, so far, this is the best pay-per-view that I've ever seen. And it looks to be over, but I could be wrong. We just need to see Paul Heyman show up with Brock.
So he says, what's the worst thing if they kept the Bloodline story off this pay-per-view?
What's the worst?
Yeah, if they would have kept it off.
Drew McIntyre cashing in
Yeah.
in an obviously losing situation.
Randy McIlveen is in the chat, says, hi, hello, how are you
Hello,
doing?
Governor.
We're leaving. Pico says that ref needs smelling salts, and Sophie says that's how we got Cody versus Solo at SummerSlam. I guess, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the start.
Right now they're just showing highlights of the last match here that they decided that they think the Bloodline's relevant, but it's not. And they think they're going to push Solo over by pinning Cody and stuff like that. And whatever. Fucking idiots. Sophie says this is Triple H. They usually end the show with a surprise. Like
I know, I'm waiting.
Punk came back.
That's why I haven't cut anything yet.
Pickle's like, I mean, Macho King should have interfered. Yeah, he should have came in from outside.
He's right there.
I don't know why he didn't. Sophie says Seth versus Damian would be a better main event.
Yes. No, that's it, guys. There's the logo in the corner. Let's see what Jackie has to say in the back. And that's it.
Well, all right. Well, that was as much garbage as I expected it to be. I expected them to be a little bit different, but I guess they want to show all their champions as weak motherfuckers. So there you go. And I guess that's their way of... Good thing they showed that stuff earlier of Dwayne Johnson bad-mouthing all the Cody stuff, because now it makes sense why they're doing what they're doing, I suppose. Anyways, we'll be back again on Monday for Raw to see if there's any fallout from this garbage shit. Don't forget, Tiffany was the one who won the women's Money in the Bank. It's the only one that has a contract still. We'll see how that plays out.
On Friday.
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.
We'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.